Let me talk to you. I don't wanna fight, I don't wanna argue. If we acknowledge the problem, then maybe we can solve it, babe. You ain't gotta speak, oh no, please don't bother. The pain too deep between you and me, don't let it go no farther. I respect you like my mother, you love me like your father. We barely knew our parents, so that made our job much harder. By the blind, we both was brought up, no love is what they taught us. We reciprocate the hate we learned, and somehow they still fought us. All we needed was some tender love and care. A crowded room, don't be confused, ain't none there. Yeah. Say all we needed was some tender love and care. They want you around, but you feel love when you not there. Oh, it ain't fair, you see, I promise I would never push you, never hit you, I will only love you. Promise that I got the tat and prove that there can never be another. Promise that I got your back and we would never let each other struggle. I honor that you got my back, cause you the brain and baby I'm the muscle, so I trust you. That's why I love you. You keep the devil beneath your feet, but God above you. Babe, that's why I trust you. That's why I love you. You keep the devil beneath your feet, but God above you. They call us the power couple. Shout out to others who left some things along the way, but not each other. Hey, my power couple, straight from the struggle. They lost some things along the way, but not each other. They call them. You can put the house in your name, I can put the lights in my name. You can put the gas in your name, put the layaway in my name. I can put the car in your name, put the cable in my name. I pay it off with my change, never wanna hear you complain. Yeah, now I respect you like my sister, you trust me like your brother. Our friends have separated, but we still ain't left each other. They talk down because they jealous, move on is what they tell us. When the love this strong, get in your bone, it's known to be rebellious. All we needed was some tender love and care. You call on family, for some ain't none there. Yeah. Say all we needed was some tender love and care. You got that love, it's best you keep it, cause it's real, it ain't fair. You see, I promise I would never push you, never hit you, never disrespect you. Promise that it's ever drama, I'm the one that's coming to protect you. Promise that I got your back, and if you ever feeling any pressure, I honor that you got my back, cause we unstoppable when we together, so I trust you. That's why I love you. Yeah. You keep the devil beneath your feet, but God above you. Babe, that's why I trust you. That's why I love you. You keep the devil beneath your feet, but God above you. They call us the power couple. Shout out to others who left some things along the way, but not each other. Hey, my power couple, straight from the struggle. They left some things along the way, but not each other. They call us the power. You can put the house in your name, I can put the lights in my name. You can put the gas in your name, put the layaway in my name. I can put the car in your name, put the cable in my name. I pay it off with my change, never wanna hear you complain. Family all around me. Family all around me. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. We are family. We might have the same last name, but that don't make you my family. Nah. I got some people with the same blood, and I know that they can't stand me. I got some people I call that ain't kin, that's gonna pull up and handle it. They take care of that business like family. We come from them trenches like family. They talking, you listen, that's family. They don't tell your business, that's family. They calling your phone, coming looking for you. They say that you missing, that's family. They don't need permission, that's family. When you hurt, they can feel it, that's family. Let them come while you're cheering, that's family. Let them come when you living, that's family. Family all around me. Family all around me. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. We are family all around me. Family all around me. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. We are family. Hey, ain't nobody fighting around here. Ain't nobody shooting around here. Everybody that's around here, family. All love, no hate, be clear. No shade, all love, be real. You love them, you should know how it feel. Tired of all these badass kids, tired of paying all these bills. Family going through the same thing, so they know exactly how you feel. They supply a shoulder I can cry, I provide a place where they can heal. Leave my money out, they don't steal. Let them have it if it's for a bill. Soldier for me when they in the field. Only way I live, family all around me. Family all around me. She my family, she my family, he my family, she my family, he my family, she my family. We all family all around me. Family all around me. He my family, she my family, he my family, she my family, he my family, she my family. We all family. We might have the same last name, but that don't make you my family. I got some people with the same blood, and I know that they can't stand me. I got some people I call that ain't kin, that's gon' pull up and handle it. They take care of that business like family. We come from them trenches like family. Family all around me.
We not CUC, no, or F.O.P.E, no, or ADUIC, neither. They wanna be like us, you know you not like us. You not HBG, UIUIC, UGOCC. No, you not like us. No, you not like us. All these camps, we talking about nothing. Why is they frontin'? They never follow commandments, they jump to assumptions. We spinning facts and they running. They wanna be like us. You not HBG. They wanna talk and debate. We already know you gon' lie in their face. Grown ass men be acting like women, and grown ass women be acting like men. Damn, you wanna be like Glorilla? We all know you never stick to a scripture. I'ma start calling y'all brother Nathan. You worshiping idols with Yahweh depictions. Whoever got ears, yeah, I let them hear it. You talking to God like you don't fear him. You better get burnt if you not serious. Proverbs 3:7, they must be delirious. Disrespecting the tribe like is you fried? They want smoke like you the most high. Stay off the weed, clear your mind. Don't believe what they say, just believe in Yah. Not CUC, or F.O.P.E, or ADUIC, neither. They wanna be like us. You know you not like us. You not HBG, UIUIC, UGOCC. No, you not like us. Shout out to K. Judah, he the one keeping it real. Y'all run away from my daddy, you acting like he pulling up with a steel. He tryna feed y'all knowledge, you don't wanna eat, you don't want a meal. Y'all be Deuteronomy 28, 48, y'all still in the field. Y'all be deceivers for real. How you gon' lie to your people and act like you keeping the truth concealed? It's about time that y'all wake up, I've been reading Ezekiel 1 through 3 for real. On the mic since 3 for real. Stop trying to be like us. We not CUC, or F.O.P.E, or ADUIC, neither. They wanna be like us. You know you not like us. You not HBG, UIUIC, UGOCC. No, you not like us.
All right, Shalom family, grace and peace. Thank y'all for tuning in to F.O.P.E Civil War, Fellow People's Edification. Appreciate everybody out there. Shalom to all the mods in the chats. Shalom to the whole F.O.P.E CUC family. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight. I appreciate it. I have a nice show lined up for y'all. And I just wanted to bring out this information that I came across of, which I already was privy of to, which I started speculating some time ago. But this is some very vital information that I wanted to bring to the family. So first off, let me start off by saying, y'all remember I supposed to debated Qanath, that's in the ISUPK, who I like to call Cockroach, on the 12 tribes chart. So that debate never happened. And I wish it would have. But recently, not too long ago, he have uploaded his 12 tribe chart breakdown, and I said I was going to debunk everything that he brought out and proving that he didn't know what he was talking about, which I was working on. I'm still not finished. So as of right now, I wanted to bring out some information and some new information I was privy of. But I want to share my screen real quick. Hold on, stop screen share. Because in the Israelite community, there's been a lot of lying going on for years, right? A lot of brothers isn't about the truth. Okay? So this is Proverbs chapter 12 and verse 22. It said, lying lips are an abomination to the Lord, but they that deal truly are his delight. Now, understand, family, for many years, I've been in the Israelite community, 13 years strong. I was on the street corners teaching the 12-tribe chart. Every breakdown that the leaders taught, I believed. But now, like I've been saying for the past 5 years, we're in a time of regurgitated doctrine, regurgitating teachings. So this message is for everybody that's in One West. This message is for all you 12-tribe chart pushers. The information and the stuff that I'm gonna show, which y'all should start to go check out, because it's on somebody else's platform, and I'm gonna shout that brother out. Because one thing about me, I don't go get information, take it, and don't speak about who brought the information out. I just want to elaborate on something that's very important that we've been saying now for the longest. And it's not no hate towards anybody, because I don't hate nobody. I'm just here for the truth. This ain't about no money. This ain't about no Ponzi scheme. This ain't about having the biggest camp, man. It's about the truth. Okay? It's about people lying to other people, other nationalities, when it comes to the 12-tribe chart pushing and teaching things that I started to figure out years ago. So I want to get another scripture. Hold on. All right. Let me get this other scriptures. Other scriptures, Psalms 31 and 18. It says, let the lion's lips be put to silence, which speak grievous things proudly and contemptuously against the righteous. So for years, brothers been lying, speaking crazy stuff against me and Elder Qanath, F.O.P.E, you know, El Brother K. Judah, the CUC family, Queen Naphtali, and the teachings, because of the information that we've been bringing out, going against the lies that was taught in One West. My thing is, brothers don't want to correct the teachings because they proud standing on lies. Well, today, which is crazy, but I said this some months ago, right? No, I ain't gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. Cat Williams said this is 2024, something like that. This is the year of truth, the year of exposure, where people gonna get exposed, and a lot of stuff was gonna come out, right? And there has been a lot of stuff coming out about rich people and famous people and stuff where we already was privileged of, but now they actually showing evidence of it, right? Well, it's gonna be the same in the Hebrew Israelite community. And this is something that all you brothers that push your charts on these street corners, constantly teaching this lie, that y'all need to sit down, evaluate, and listen to this brother. Now, it's bad, right, when your own primary sources start to go against you, which I've been saying for the longest. All the primary sources that y'all been using to prove the 12-tribe chart, the Northern Kingdom came to America, which I've been saying is not true. America is an ancient land. People been here for thousands of years. This is not the land of Arthureth, which y'all need to understand. But we're going to listen to something today that's very powerful. That I didn't get to listen to the whole thing. I listened to a commentary of it, but I'm going to watch the actual video. I want y'all to hear this. So the first thing I want to share is this right here. Where is it? All right. So if y'all know anything about Cockroach, right? He used this guy here, some of his information that he brought out, and his 12 tribe chart presentation. I'm gonna go up to the video later. It says no thanks. All right, let me share my screen, family. Let me share my screen because this is very important. All right, family. So remember, y'all heard me say before that I was doing research on these stones and going into the demographics of these stones. If y'all know who this guy is right here, right? This man name is Dr. Renel Rodriguez Ramos, okay? This is the guy that's supposed to discover the Puerto Rican stones with the Hebrew archaeology on it, right? Now, this man here, I was researching his stones for a little bit, trying to find a connection to the Hebrew Israelites. And this is some very interesting conversation that happened with this guy right here. So, this man, right? How was he discovered? Well, the first place I heard of him at was from two brothers that claimed the same tribe. A brother by the name of Awanya Sap and a brother by the name of Malak. Awanya Sap, he were in the GOCC camp, and Malak was in AOC camp, Ambassadors of Christ. Now, those two camps, those two brothers got together and did a presentation some years ago called the Diaspora. They also had DVDs. This was one of their primary sources proving that the Puerto Ricans was the Ephraimites, and they used this archaeology guy right here. Now, Cockroach used this same guy, but he stole this information from them, didn't give him no credit. He took that information because years ago, Tazariak and them, I believe, brought the DVD, and I think they went and they saw the presentation that Awanya Sap and Malak did in New York on the diaspora, proving that the Native Americans was Israelites. This was some time after all the beef happened with One West, F.O.P.E, and mainly us going back and forth with the camp called the Chosen Seed, because the Chosen Seed camp, King Yaquab, shout out to him, you know, he cool, that's my man. We done patched everything up, spoke to them brothers. I don't have no problem with the Chosen Seed camp. They was banging hard on One West and going against the 12 tribe chart. And we was going to debate the Chosen Seed brothers on the 12 tribe chart and his Esau as the Arabs, far as Native Americans them being Israelites. So after that, they did the Diaspora DVD, and they used this guy right here as a primary source. So I'm gonna go play the video so y'all can see the video on his page. Let me see, make it bigger. All right.
Anotación precolombino en Puerto Rico sería un nuevo sistema en las Américas donde no existe nada parecido a esto, y yo creo que abonaría elementos para algo que nosotros llevamos viendo hace tiempo, y es el hecho de que las sociedades indígenas de Puerto Rico y el Caribe tenían un conocimiento mucho más complejo del que nosotros le habíamos atribuido previamente. O sea, el hecho de que ya ellos estuvieran dominando un sistema que estuviera documentando o codificando gráficamente información de manera análoga a como nosotros lo hacemos ahora, pues demuestra que el arribo de la escritura con los españoles aquí no es la primera instancia donde sistemas como ese se estuvieran empleando, sino que ya los indígenas habían desarrollado esto o se había registrado esto en tiempos precolombinos en Puerto Rico mucho antes de que llegaran aquí a invadirnos los españoles.
All right. So I don't know. I hope y'all was reading along. He was saying that they had a writing system, and they had that writing system long ago, pre-Columbus, before the Portuguese invasion and all that stuff happened. That's what he claiming in this video, right? Which we know that's not true, because when you go into the ancient Hebrew and dealing with the people over here, these people was here long before the Israelites ever touched the Americas. Okay, you had other nations that was here, African tribes, you had Negro Indians, and then you had the Mongoloids and all of them that came from Siberia and different places through the Bering Strait from the Far East. All this stuff has been proven as facts. The Chinese, they all came over here to the Americas. They've been living here. So what I want to do now is, right, after showing that, let me go back real quick. Right, so they saying that they was dismissed as fakes for a century. Okay, Puerto Rican stones could rewrite history. So for years they was trying to say that these stones was fake, but now they saying they could rewrite history. But what I want to do, y'all, is this, right? Let me stop the screen share. So it's this brother by the name of San Miguel. He's a Puerto Rican brother. He used to claim the tribe of Ephraim. He was in the Israelite Church in Jesus Christ for years, okay? This brother interviewed this archaeologist, Ramos, right? I want y'all to listen to this conversation, and there's some very interesting things that this man is saying in this conversation to this brother about these stones. So I'm gonna play this video. I want y'all to listen very careful to everything that he's saying in this video that I find very interesting, which I already knew or figured, but I just needed to get some more evidence on it. And this is the reason why they don't want to debate us. But shout out to that brother, San Miguel. Okay, and let's hear the conversation with this guy here. He's talking about the Hebrew Israelite camps and what they are producing and pushing, and what they want him to push out there as a researcher about these stones. Just listen very well. Where is it?
We are descendants of. They think that we are descendants of Ephraim, right? Of the tribe of Ephraim, but I this is just a fact that I found. I have never said that this actually, legitimizes the claim. That claim, it's just that that's the only area specific that has a name related to the origin of the stones. Mm-hmm. But I've been interviewed, and let me be clear with this, I know that this is controversial, and I can only imagine, the situation you're in if you're already not related to these people. But but the thing is that I know these people. They have always been very nice to me, and I've always tried to be clear on my research findings. I've never tried to misconstrue what I find. I say some things that fall into their line of thinking. For instance, the fact that there is evidence that is out there that is not being addressed adequately by the archaeological community because of the assumption that Columbus was the first one that came here, and anything that is said that is contrary to that is construed as analyzing issues like the Bigfoot or something like that, you see? Yes. Pre-Columbian transatlantic travel is usually falls into the pseudo-scientific realm, which is I think anti-scientific, because I think that the evidence should just be analyzed, and wherever it takes you, Right. And they agree with that, but they they verse it in their own way, and that's their prerogative. Right. But I do say that, and I do say that that the symbols that are in the stones seem to denote some sort of coding, of information coding. It's not decorative, the symbols, that they do contain information. And what Ralston actually said was that that system might have a reason because of the indigenous people here had contact with other people that had an established system of writing. Right. And the local people of Puerto Rico developed their own writing system. Right. You said.
Now, did y'all hear that? He said the local people of Puerto Rico developed their own writing system. Y'all have to also understand this too, right? In Puerto Rico, when you go to the island of Dominican Republic and Haiti, right? When I visit there, and I was on the land getting the tours with the Asturian people, they told me that the Arawak Indians, okay, which is the so-called Puerto Ricans, inhabited that island before anybody, right? So they was on that island. They even showed me their god that they worship. It was like this statue thing. They was trying to get me to buy one, and I told them, no, thank you. I didn't want to buy it. But they said they was on that island for thousands of years before the Dominicans and the Haitians got over there. This was years ago when I went. After I got married, me and my wife went on our honeymoon to the Dominican Republic. They told us that when we was touring the islands, because I was trying to go to the Haiti side. So I said, wait a minute. According to the 12 tribe breakdown, Simeon and Levi are brothers. Instrument of cruelty is in their habitation. That's the breakdown. And they inhabited the island of Dominican Republic in Haiti. So I'm saying, okay, if that's true, how did the so-called Taino Indians, what they claim is Joseph, the Puerto Ricans, inhabited the island for thousands of years before they got there? It don't make sense. So you telling me they came and invaded Haiti, Dominican Republic, took the tribe of Joseph to Puerto Rico, but left Simeon and Levi there? And it's so much stuff with that, it don't make sense. And then when I was asking the elders about this, they couldn't give me no answers on it. And I was like, see, this chart, I started knowing then that the 12 tribe chart was so flawed, it didn't make sense. But he said they developed their own system writing language in Puerto Rico. But let's keep it going. So if they were speaking Hebrew, why would they need to develop a language if they was already speaking their language?
And through similar diffusion. Yeah, exactly. He's the one that uses the term diffusion, and that's his argument, because it's based on epigraphy, right? So who are those people who got in contact with with the indigenous people here? It's an issue that I don't know, Right. The epigrapher has been clear on the fact that he doesn't think that the markings are Hebrew or Phoenician, He says that there are some symbols that do resemble Phoenician and ancient Hebrew.
Now listen to that. He just said that he don't think that the markings are Hebrew or Phoenician, but some of the symbols do resemble some of the symbols do resemble it. So now this is the archaeologist. Now we having a different of opinion, right? But why? This stuff should have been brought out, but I'm gonna keep it going. But I'm glad that this guy having a conversation with this man, because this I have no hates for Hispanics or anybody. I just want the truth to come out when it comes about these stones, because I've been researching these stones myself, and I said that the children of Israel, right? If this guy go off his conclusion, this debunks the whole 12 tribe chart. because this is one of their main primary sources that they're using now to try to say that the Ephraimites is Joseph. But if he's saying that he don't believe it, this kills the whole thing. Like we've been saying, it's not true, which these brothers know that they're not the Ephraimites. But we'll keep it going. I don't want to stop it too much.
Symbols, but that as a whole, the system that is found in the stones is not, it does not have the same structure or it's not the same system, you see. Mm-hmm. And he's not the only one that said it. Another epigrapher that looked at the stones in the 1930s, he said that the stones, the symbols in the stones were not Phoenician. So
now he just said he was not the only one that's saying it. Somebody looked at the stones in the 1930s and said that the symbols and the stones are not Phoenician, family. They are not Phoenician. This is what the man bringing us. This is the archaeologists bringing us out. We'll keep it going.
So that's their, an epigraphy is a field unto itself. So that's what they say, Right. And I don't have any reason why to not agree with what they say because they are the experts of that subject. I'm not. I'm just an archaeologist, Right. That has no previous knowledge on ancient writing systems. I'm just trying to make sense of the stones, but you see, like what I would try to avoid is to get into a confrontational situation with these people because, like they've always been really nice to me, even though we don't necessarily agree with some.
Now, who is he talking about, family? He's talking about the One West camps. He don't want to get into it with them because they've been nice to him, right? But even though they may disagree on his position of the stones, because their position is they need this stuff to be real. They need this stuff to be validated so they can continue to push the lie of the chart. But you as an archaeologist, sir, you have to come out with the truth and say, listen, man, it's just not true. It's not evidence to say that these people are Ephraimites and this is Hebrew that they had. That's all you got to do. Because the Most High, he wants the lying lips to stop. Because this is the part of why they doing what they doing. They need to push the lie. Now ask yourself, family, the brother who helped make the DVD that brought this stuff out, named Qanath, he left the Israelite community. He was a part of GOCC because he found out he was not an Israelite. He told brothers that it was a lie and he left. It's 100% facts. Qanath of GOCC left because he found out that it was not true and he was not an Israelite. I don't care what none of y'all saying in the comments. Y'all can get mad, say what you want, troll all you want. I don't care. You cannot stop the truth. You cannot stop the truth. This is one of y'all primary sources that y'all love to use, your own archaeologist telling y'all that he's being nice, but he don't believe it himself. Now what y'all gonna do? But we gonna keep it going.
Aspects, and I do understand where you come from. And believe me, I do. Like I wouldn't want to be mixed up in a situation, that somehow polarizes or antagonizes my relationship with them, because I wouldn't want to.
Now, see, family, ask yourself, why would he say that? He don't want to be in a situation that's going to cause an issue with his relationships with the Black Hebrew Israelites. It's just not about that. It's about the truth. Any job you do, family, you have to tell the truth. Whether you're a doctor, archaeologist, or whatever, these people lie for a living, man, to destroy the people. But this man sitting there telling you he ain't saying certain things because he don't want to mess up our relationship. That's crazy.
Disrespect. This what I'm saying to you now. Mm-hmm. You can look at many interviews that I have on the internet, or conferences that I have on the internet, and the information is there, which you can use. Right. What I would like to do, and I'm just trying to be honest with you, is to, have you like an anti-ancient Hebrew situation, and you have me like, no, I got the Iranian, because then I would feel like a hypocrite, like because of the relationship I have with them,
Right.
So, but this, what I said to you is the same that I say to them, it's the same. It's just that we still don't know. I wouldn't be, like, I don't close the door to like Phoenicians coming to the Americas or whatever, because I think that actually people were moving back and forth very early on,
Now, and see, I agree with that. Exactly what he said. I believe the Phoenicians came over here. I do, because we have writings where they said they came over here and they would on a 15-man crew. I think 3 women and 12 men, and they worship their celestial god, and they do an offering up to their celestial god. They was the Phoenicians, was the shipbuilders. Elder Yehuda brought this out. Sister Naphtali brought this out on the writings. We done proved that the Phoenicians came over here. So we know that this land is not off the rest because they came over here doing trading. And you had people that was already dwelling in the Americas. And not only that, people was here thousands of years. Thousands of years. When Israel was in Assyrian captivity. So you tell me, Israel was speaking Aramaic Hebrew. After they left the Assyrian captivity, we found no Aramaic Hebrew from North, South, and Central America. You're talking about Canada, which is a big piece of landmass. We're talking about North America, which is a big piece of landmass. We're talking about South America, which is a big piece of landmass. And the Hebrews were speaking Aramaic Hebrew, and we found none. Stop it. You have the Apocrypha, which is written in Aramaic. You have the New Testament, which is written in Aramaic. So where is the Aramaic artifacts writing or anything from the 10 tribes if they was here in Americas? We haven't found any.
But who, that's one thing to believe it. The other thing is to prove it. And that's what I'm trying to do, that's what I'm trying to do. I am, like I've been contacted even by the people from Ancient Aliens. I've been contacted by, and I, like I said, no, man, I'm not getting into that because that would just erode the type of research that I'm trying to do, and this is controversial from an archaeological scientific standpoint. Imagine, me adding getting involved into the other layer of beliefs on what people now think, the Puerto Ricans are Hebrew or whatever, that's another monster, that I don't want to get involved in it because, I'm just trying to do the science,
Now, y'all see the man say he don't want to get involved in it because he know anytime people are at it about beliefs or religion, man, it brings trouble. He just want to do his science. But he can't even be honest with his work because he don't want some crazy religious fanatics trying to do something to the man because they want him to push a lie for them so they can keep a lie going to the people saying, see, we got a proof on this stuff. We got archaeology. We got all these different stones and this and that. That's what they do, family. They try to buy people, okay, to push their agenda. That's what they want to do. Majority of the Hebrew Israelites that's in the camps, schools, or whatever right now, still to this day, are teaching this lie and they regurgitating information. I guarantee none of them dudes ever even try to reach out to this brother right here to even ask them, are all these stones and stuff like that is factual? They just regurgitate what they see on YouTube. They never really get into a deep study. That's why I've been asking the brothers about them saying, oh, these people are the Northern Kingdom. And I ask them, well, how many books of Native Indians do you have? Do you know anything about their culture? Do you know when they came to the Americas? Do you know anything about the timelines? They know none of that stuff. All they do is repeat and regurgitate everything out the books that what the elders quoted from stuff from like what's that that daggone book, the Lost Tribes and Promised Lands, the book of the Native American Indians by James Adair. They all quote the same stuff. That's all they do, but they never further their research.
And that's that, that's what I'm trying to do,
Yeah, no, I respect that, and I like what you're doing, especially since this thing has kind of been ignored for so long. But what I when I get into conversations with these people, they're under the assumption that it's a fact and it's science, like it's confirmed science. And according to what I'm seeing that you've done, which you're the one with the actual research, you're the one that has the information. So we have to go to you. We have to listen to what you have to say about it, and if it's inconclusive, which I'm as far as where they came from or what exactly, who they got in contact with, that's inconclusive. But
no, you're completely right. I agree with you, and that's as you, man. Like what we can do is this, so and that would provide you a basis to what you're doing without me having to be directly involved in any of this. Is that there will be recently there was something called Encuentro Taíno,
okay,
which was a conference that was made in Puerto Rico in early August, where I gave my most recent talk on the stones. And this exactly what I'm saying to you is what I said there. They are going to put out this conference, they told me, in YouTube. Man, I'm telling you, like in the next couple of weeks. Okay. So if you send me your email, as soon as that is out, I'll forward you the link so you can extract from it, anything you want,
Okay.
And I think that, because what I'm saying, even though, their beliefs are, their beliefs, like, and I don't necessarily, have the same standpoint in terms of those beliefs. These people, like, they've always been nice to me and respectful, and I wouldn't, want to be disrespectful, like, engaging in like saying no, they are corrupt, because then I wouldn't feel right, like even though I completely know where you're coming from.
Yeah,
I will feel just like and I always try to the best of my abilities to be sincere and honest, man, and that's what I'm trying to do here, man.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I get it. But you're saying you don't agree with what they're concluding, but
well, not that I don't, like there. I think that there is something that is beliefs, and then there is something that is knowledge,
right.
And I think that based on what I have found, what I find is that like they may think that the people who contacted the indigenous people from here are the Hebrews, well, then that's that, but you see, like that's something that I have no proof for right now,
Yeah.
Although
now he said that's something that he doesn't have no proof of right now. So basically, he's saying that he don't agree, but he not really saying he don't agree. It's because if you go back to what we were listening to, he said they always been nice to him. So he's not trying to be in an argument. But if you the actual archaeologist, you should just keep it real on your opinion and be like, man, I don't think that we are Hebrews or Ephraimites or none of these people. We just have these stones with these different writings on it. I would just come out and say that. You know what I mean? You can't be biased in your research because you're getting pressure from groups of people. People have been doing this for years when it comes to certain things that people were going to pressurize somebody because they have an agenda to put people in certain places. But I can't say certain things no more. Y'all know why. So read in between the lines. That's what they do.
I think that, you know, for instance, Phoenicians
going into an office, working 50 hours a week, having that structure,
are supposed to be Canaanites, so they're also supposed to be descendants of the Hebrews too, you know?
Yeah.
So imagine that, you know, the Phoenicians came here, whatever, you know, well, that would be something, but I have no proof of that. Actually, based on what I know, the epigraphers have always said that the symbols are not Phoenician. You know, that's what they said. You know.
Now y'all just heard it. He just said the symbols are not Phoenician. The symbols on the Puerto Rican stones, what the archaeologist is telling y'all, they are not Phoenician. They are not Phoenician. This is a new interview this brother just did with this brother. They are not Phoenician. And I have nothing against Puerto Ricans or anybody, but the brother San Miguel, he was an Ephraimite. He was in the Israelite community for years, a faithful servant under the comfy camp, and served under them brothers, man. Was teaching, doing everything like any other brothers or Israelites out here was teaching. To me, this is not about trying to destroy anybody's faith or anything about like that. I'm not here for that. I'm just here strictly for truth and the truth of the information. And I want for my people, so-called Negroes, who know we are Israelites, to stop teaching lies to other people because that's wrong. That's all I'm saying. You do not have the right to push a lie or push information on another culture or another people and trying to tell them that they somebody when they are not. That is not right. That is wrong. That's my whole big issue with this thing. When you're going around spreading lies and propaganda and destroying people's lives, these people can do anything that they want, live their life, live in their culture, you know, be with their family. But when you start teaching people stuff and lying to them, that's my issue with this whole one West 12 tribe chart crap. Is y'all destroying, leave these people alone. Stop lying. You cannot push lies on a group of people. That is wrong. I have nothing against these Puerto Ricans, beautiful people. They got beautiful women, beautiful children, Indians. That's their culture. Let them live their culture. I have nothing against them. I'm not racist. I'm not prejudiced. I don't hate these people. They ain't doing nothing to me. They can live anywhere they want. That's their business. I'm worried about my people and trying to get my people together. But lying to people to make money, lying to people to make money, to mix with other cultures of people, to take a 501c3 just to get paid, man, that stuff is wrong. So I just want the truth to come out. And I appreciate that their brother talked to this brother because I feel like the Most High would use anybody to bring truth. So when you bring in truth for the Most High, man, I'm all for it. I don't care who you is.
Right now, I'm trying to get other epigraphers because you see, if you go on the internet, there is another epigrapher, another one. You know, like I know him just by email. You know.
Yes.
That he says that some of the markings are indeed a Phoenician. But the one that I contacted, man, this you can find out about Chris Ralston, man.
Yeah.
This guy is fucking. He's a rock star.
Yes.
He's a rock star. You know.
Washington State, right? I think he's from. He's from Washington State, I believe. University.
No, he's from George Washington University.
George Washington University.
Dr. Christopher Ralston is a professor of Northwest Semitic languages and literature at George Washington University. He's been an epigraphic consultant for National Geographic and is an expert in ancient forgeries. He's not convinced by the evidence that has been laid out so far regarding the inscription.
Yeah, but he's one of the most renowned expert in ancient Hebrew, you know, Phoenician. You know, this guy knows all those ancient writings. systems, and he's an expert also on proving that forgeries of ancient writing. You see, that's why I brought him. Right. Because one of the things I wanted to see, if it was a forgery, I wanted somebody that knows about it to say it. Right. See?
So we know it's not a forgery, though.
Huh?
We know it's not a forgery. It's authenticated as historically valuable for sure. But yeah, I know that. I've been reading
that other aspect that you're talking about, that they think that this is actually clear proof of ancient Hebrews coming here. Based on the evidence I have thus far, I cannot say that because, I have no way of saying it from.
Now he said, based on the evidence that he had, this is the archaeologist, family. He can't prove that. He's saying he's the damn archaeologist. Excuse my language. Forgive me. I'm promise I'll tone the cussing down. Okay, and based on the scriptures that we done poured out and bringing out the ancient Assyrian ships and boats when they was in a Sennacherib war, that the Israelites wouldn't have never came down on Euphrates. It's impossible to take a Galilee ship down the Euphrates. We done taught this for years. We done proved that already. And they had 3 boats, the Qanath, the Qanath 2, and the Gopher, and they only held about 4 people in them. We done showed the ancient Egyptian boats they took down the Euphrates and the Tigris. So all the stuff they saying was lies. Read right in the book of Esther, where it shows you that the Israel went right back into Africa after the Assyrian captivity, because after the Assyrian captivity is the Persian captivity. Okay, they was oppressed by Xerxes. They dwelled in 120 provinces. Okay, from India to Ethiopia. Go look how big India to Ethiopia is, in 120 provinces. The Israelites dwelled there, all in Africa. This is after the Assyrian captivity, when they claiming they supposed to be over here. This is in the Bible. But you know what they do? They totally ignore the scriptures. They ignore it. They keep running right to second address, but ignore Esther, where it's telling you they dwelled in 120 provinces.
Epigraphic or archaeological standpoint, right? But also saying that I close the door for any of such contacts, I don't, because I really don't know. Like, right. We are getting surprised when recently, just a couple of weeks ago, if you look at the literature, the archaeological literature from Puerto Rico, we just found out that the Taino people, actually, like 1,000 years or 1,500 years before the Taino, people were eating tomatoes here, man. What the hell?
For real? Wow.
We just found out because of their feces. We know that they were eating tomatoes, that they were eating chocolate, man, or cacao. What the hell? We didn't know any of that.
And that wasn't a delicacy, a chocolate, until I forget what time.
No, but they were consuming cacao, maybe as a beverage, not as chocolate, but as the fermented fruit or something. And so, but we didn't know any of this. We didn't know until 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
So what the hell do I know? I'm just trying to search,
You're trying to just follow the evidence.
And to not get, swamped into, man, because I've gotten the Mormons coming because they believe something similar. And they offered me money, the Mormons, the Hebrews, the Israelites.
Now listen, the man said the Mormons offered him money, family. Why? Because they have to push their agenda. The Mormons need this guy to offer money to say, yeah, this is real, so they can validate that story about Joseph Smith finding stones and they was Hebrews, these tablets, to try to prove that the Book of Mormon is another testament of Jesus Christ. I tell y'all, man, everybody got an agenda. Why would the Mormon be offering this man money? It's because they got to push their false ideology and belief. That's what money do. That's what people who got agenda do. They need everything backed with false validation, family. But see, the Most High, no matter what, he's always going to expose it. The truth will come out sooner or later.
The people from Israel, like they have their synagogues here. They've come and offered me money, and I've said no to all of that because I don't want to get involved. I'm just doing a scientific project, you see?
Now, look, I'm glad the man turned down all the money from all these different people. You know why, family? Because this type of stuff, what he doing, can get you killed. Can get you killed. And this is from either side, family. You got to look at it like this. The people who want you to be on their side and you conclude that, well, this isn't real, they'll get you killed because you're messing up their establishment and their business. And the people that's on the side that don't want this stuff validated will get you killed because you're going to mess up what they got going on and what they might be trying to do to cover it up. So it's like dealing with a double-edged sword. You see what I'm saying? That's another reason why this brother probably really don't want to give his opinion, but he really know that this stuff is not true. You see what I'm saying? Because you have what you call religious nuts, or you ever heard of somebody what they would call a God war, where people would die, really kill themselves for their belief because they believe in this stuff truly to their heart, and it could be a lie, and they don't even care. They would do anything for what they believe.
But these people, like, I've gotten to know them. I actually at some point flew to New York and gave a talk there that they invited me to. And, I know that the way that they are consuming what I'm saying is not necessarily the way that, it's not necessarily, based on exactly the types of information I'm providing, Like they are reaching their conclusion based on the direction that my research is going. But, they've always been nice to me, and I know that there is a lot of conflicts there. So, please, this is, the way I would like to, deal with this is just, just trying to keep it from a scientific perspective. And the information will come out because currently, right now, I am writing a scientific article on the stones, a journal article on the stones.
Are you putting that on academia.edu?
No, I'm writing it now, and as soon as it gets published, man, it will be out. And if you contact me by email, I'll send you anything I produce, and you can use it, And,
because I love this topic. Like, this is really interesting. I'm excited just talking to you right now about this.
Yeah, no, man, this is all amazing, and like I am trying just even these things that I just mentioned to you, the tomato and the cacao and all that stuff. That's a matter of controversy here, and people say no, that's impossible because tomatoes they come from Mexico, and the indigenous people here didn't have to.
I'm in Orlando, Florida, and I wanted to go down to where Lake Okeechobee is. They have a museum over there that says that the Mayans traveled when there was a drought. They traveled across the Gulf of Mexico and ended up in Florida at some time.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me based on the evidence that we have. For instance, right now we have evidence of a Guatemalan jade coming to Puerto Rico,
Wow, yeah. Well, the Taínos come from the Arawak people, which came from South America, right?
That's the main idea. Some people don't think that way. Some people think that Taíno are actually descendants of people from Central America. So
right.
So this is all debate, but I think that the Taínos actually didn't exist. I think that the Taíno were an invention of the anthropologists and the Spaniards. That this was a multicultural setting.
Right.
And that they just thought that if they look at you, Dominican, me, Boricua, they are going to say that we're the same.
Yeah.
But we have even though we share some things, there are differences between us. You know, you I don't know, you cook mango and I cook mofongo. You know, what the hell? You see?
Yeah.
They will see us and they will say, "Well, these are the same people," you know.
Yeah.
And even though we share, we have a brotherhood, you know. I think that the Dominicans and the Boricuas are the nearest. Well, me as a Boricua, I say, you know, that my closest relatives are the Dominicans, you know, like not only back in time, but recent, you know.
Oh, yeah.
But we still have our historical differences, and you are Dominican, and I'm Boricua. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's that, you know.
Have you ever heard of Mansa Musa? He was a king of Mali.
No.
So there's a book called "They Came Before Columbus."
Oh yeah.
It speaks a little bit about this king who was the richest man in history. They say King Mansa Musa of the Mali Empire. I was thinking, could there have been a visit from his kingdom, because he had, you know, ships that he could have sent out, and he did send out ships, but sometimes they wouldn't come back, and that could be a possibility too, that they ended up out in the Americas, and
of course,
I believe the language in Mali is similar.
And I have that book that he's speaking about. They came before Columbus, and then he's speaking about the Amari language. Now, when you deal with Queen Naphtali, she come on and she speaks about how they worship the serpent deity, and they was called like the Amaru Khan. And this is a lot of stuff that certain brothers in Israel, or what you would call the Northern Kingdom brothers, they never want to touch on. With Queen Naphtali be bringing this information out, because they trying to avoid this information and act like this stuff isn't true when it is true. Like I said, I got over 50-something books on Native Americans. Elder Qanath studied this stuff for over 2 years alone, doing research on all the tribes, man. And it don't add up to Hebrew Israelite culture. And it has nothing to do with trying to bash them. It just got to be the truth. We need to know. And this crazy that, like I said, this brother, he claimed the tribe of Ephraim. But look how he's talking about all this stuff, and it's just a conversation that they don't want to have, because when you start bringing this stuff up, they act like that it never existed, or it was just, we indulged in what they would say, wickedness, and we supposed to went off and did this and did that. Okay, man, but no, let's get to the basic facts of what languages was they speaking, what was they doing, did they have a writing system, was they reading Hebrew, not just trying to say, because they was wearing fringes. Man, we got to stop that. We got to get into everything. And what we know the 10 tribes should have been doing, they should have had Aramaic Hebrew. They should have had Levites, because wherever the tribes go, the Levites, according to the law, is the teachers. They should have been teaching the other 10 tribes, the part of Levi that was with them. Also, they try to use that, Gad is going to be the lawgiver, try to use that one scripture and said that the other 9 tribes, 10 tribes, pushed the Levites out and push them away to go back with the Southern Kingdom. When I was arguing with the brothers, I asked them, show me that in history. Show me that in history where the 9 tribes told the Levites to get away. They didn't need them no more, and they was going to be the teachers of the law. They come up with all these different excuses, family. All these excuses.
Somewhat similar to Hebrew, I believe. So that could also be another thing.
Yeah. I think those possibilities are the ones that need to be looked at. Actually, like one area that I've always thought that had relation to this writing system that I'm looking at is the Canary Islands.
Yes.
That has different related writing systems. Well, that could be that too, I'm just open to avenues of information that could tell me what the hell happened here, because I don't know.
That's
Really,
great.
I don't know, man. But
That's great.
Man, I don't know if you have my email.
No.
But you can write it down. Is my first name Reniel, RENIEL
Mm-hmm.
dot Rodriguez
Mm-hmm.
at UPR dot edu.
.edu. That's the University of Utah. What?
No, it's UPR is University of Puerto Rico.
Oh, okay.
Dot edu.
.edu. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna message. I'm gonna email
You
you.
can write to me there, and like I'll send you whatever I publish, and I'll also send you the link as soon as it comes out of my latest presentation on the stones. Okay.
So I'll look for that. Just like one last question. The people that invited you to New York, is this the Israel United in Christ with Bishop Nathaniel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Justin, I don't know if you know Justin Medina.
No. I think he's affiliated with them though in Puerto Rico, right?
Yeah. Justin Medina, he lives in New York. And,
okay.
Some other people.
I know they're up in Albany. I have a cousin that's in that group. I have family that is in different Hebrew Israelite groups, and then I was in one of them. But I'm, they call me a backslider. Like I recently left. Well, not recently. I left years ago.
Okay.
And I just want to like clear this all up and kind of like confirm my disbeliefs in some of these things. And I know like what you're telling me, it isn't a disconfirmation, but it's definitely not a confirmation that the to me, at least from what you're saying, that we know for sure that the tribe of Ephraim is in Puerto Rico and the tribe of Simeon is in Dominican Republic.
I would agree with you on that, definitely.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you, and I'll be in contact with you by email.
Yeah, and like I said, man, shout out to that brother San Miguel, his channel San Miguel TV. Like I said, he been in the Israelite faith family for years. He served well, and that brother, like I said, he did a powerful interview, and I wanted to share his interview with everybody. I wanted y'all to see it, and like I said, y'all can tell me what y'all think or how y'all feel about it, because like I said, that person is one of their primary sources, and like I said, that's who they use. Him, the stone that they found in Cleveland, and like I said, it's not in Aramaic, and none of these stones are. And I've been going into these stones, and like I said, I don't believe America is Babylon. I believe America is an old ancient place. Like I said, it got the same pyramid technology as Egypt, India, and all the other places erected around the world. When Israel was in Assyrian captivity, you still had stuff going on in ancient America with the natives and everybody already over here when Israel was in captivity. So you're not going to sit here and say that this is Mystery Babylon and this is where no man never dwelt at, when you have all these different artifacts and things that was going on over here and you can't explain. It don't make sense. And there's no way America could have got built up that fast, meaning that quick. After ancient Egypt, America just shot up. You got all these pyramids and ziggurats and Olmec heads, and you know how long it takes to do craftsmanship? Like, these people ain't got no heavy machinery or none of that. Shalom, Elder Qanath.
Hey, Most High bless. Great show. But you know what? Look, check this out. And this is, he actually said the Mormons and the Israelites offered him money. But then also to talk about the languages, I hit them with that question a long time ago, and I was telling you about how they got, over 2,000 different languages just in Mexico alone.
Exactly.
Also, we talk about the Arawaks and different things. Where they come from? All this stuff lines up with Sister Natalia was saying about them being Canaanites. And I'm gonna tell you something. This other guy from Ancient Watchman, he was on to something, and he was saying they was Canaanites, but he was trying to say it was us, and we never claimed to be the Phoenicians and Aztecs and Mayans and stuff, right? And I believe that's why he slipped to the left. Also, let's say every single stone is true, right? Let's say they're true. Well, here goes something I dare anybody to challenge us on. Let's say all of them are true. Let's go into the science, DNA. Let's go into how you're just going to say that's automatically yours. You know, just because you see stones there don't mean it belongs to you.
Not only that though, Qanath, but look, this is what I was trying to tell you, right? How come on the stones we don't have any history of any ancient Israelite history? I'm like, can we find anything saying, okay, it talks about a captivity or somewhere or something that happened in Israel dealing with the Bible on them stones, if it had anything to do with the Bible? The only stone they produce over here that has a rendition of the 10 Commandments is a stone in Mexico, which is the 10 Commandments, and a small one they found in Cleveland. But all those stones in Puerto Rico that they supposed to have, how come they don't have any type of biblical knowledge or anything leading back to anything in the scriptures?
But the whole thing is this, man. It's just like finding a penny and say that penny belonged to my family 3,000 years ago. You can't say that belonged to you. And that dude, Qanath, he was drawing stuff in the Hebrew on stones and throwing them in the water. So what somebody gonna say if the Most High don't come back right away, it belonged to them? I'm gonna tell y'all what I've been doing. Shar Sham know this. I've been doing this for a while, trying to study every tribe in South America. But I was always wondering why the hell everybody's so mad about what Naphtali said, all because she's saying the people that you're saying are not Israelites, she's saying who they are. Why are you so upset about it? So I just started saying, if it's wrong, I'm gonna try to prove it wrong. Not try to prove it wrong, but I just want to see. Because everything she been saying lined up, I said, I'm gonna do a little more research. And I research every day. I just don't say it. I research every day. And to me, it's a home run. I'm gonna let you in just in a few seconds, but it's a home run. And I just don't understand what the problem is on lining this thing up. It's nothing against anyone. You know, it's like you said, it's all about the truth. And I like the way you open up the two scriptures, man. It's all about the truth. But I land my plane right there and jump back in.
Right. Shalom, Queen Naphtali. Go ahead, sis. You got the floor if you're ready to talk.
Oh, okay. Hey, Shalom, Shar Sham. Hey, Shalom, Elder Qanath, and everybody out there in the chat. Thank you so much for sending me the link. And this was a very powerful show. You was on it tonight. And just like you said, you was working on your presentation. I've been working on mine. I tell you, I just need to get over myself, right? Because it's done. But yeah, so guys, I'm going to have this video set aside about these people being the Canaanites. The thing is, when you come to the Americas, you have the people that are called the Amaru Khan. The Amaru Khan are very melanated people, and they are the descendants of, well, not the descendants, they are the Mayans. And people who are supposed to be these so-called Native American Hispanics are descendants from these Mayans, and they were all melanated. Now, what ended up happening is they started to mix with another group of people, which lightened them up. But the thing is they're saying that they always have been here, which is true. The difference is that they weren't Israelites. They were the people that actually are derived from this part of land. And yes, this land is Ham, and I have evidence to support that as well. I know all of it sounds strange. I know all of it sounds weird, but this is me bringing this new school of thought. And I have a lot of information. And one thing about it is when I bring my information, I really will hope and pray that people will come up and actually ask me questions and bring their information and your concerns. It's nothing offensive. Now, I'm offended when you don't. You know what I'm saying? Because how else do we learn? How else do we get past these different links and bounds that we're all tied to, you know, with the information and with the data that's available? But like I said, when you go back, we have a lot of our people actually are now saying that they are Native Americans and Hispanics. They're actually saying that they come from this land, and that community is really growing too. Shout out to Top Cat and all of them. But yeah, so like I said, when you talk about these people, when you look at their ziggurats, when you look at Africa, you guys talk about the pyramids. Nobody talks about the pyramids that they have here. Nobody asks why do they even have them? Who gave them the idea to even make them when Arsareth is supposed to be the land where mankind never dwelt? So if they say that the white man, the so-called white man, came over and he brought Christianity, okay. Well, Christianity does not have anything to do with ziggurats. It has nothing to do with any of these different goddesses and gods that they worship. Where did they get this from? Who brought this to them? If they're supposed to be in a land that mankind never dwelt, and then they're looking at the Spaniards and the Spanish and the conquistadors, all of them coming over here, but they didn't teach them again to build these ziggurats. They didn't teach them to sacrifice human beings and the days that they decided to sacrifice them on, the gods that they chose to make frescoes and ziggurats and build different megaliths towards. Who taught them that? And that's the questions that we have to ask them. This is a very simple question. Who taught them to make these ziggurats? Who taught them to worship the god Votan? Who taught them to worship the god Kokukan? Who taught them to worship the god Quetzalcoatl? Now, when I start to ask those questions, I get kicked off. They kick me off.
Right.
But that is a very important question. I mean, their goddess, the moon goddess, right? They have a moon goddess, and she actually goes back to Tiamat, which is a Babylonian. See, they go back to the Babylonians. When you see them with all these feathers, why are they wearing these feathers? Why do they have these wings? Who brought that to them? And when you go back to the Babylonians, they were the feathers. They talk about the fringes, but the Babylonians were fringes as well. Exactly. And the Babylonians are the ones that are linked to Amorite Canaanites. Yes, if you guys look into the word Babylonian, it will tell you that they were Amorite Canaanites. Yes. And you look at the word America, then the word of the name America actually goes back to Amaru, which goes back to the Amorites. All of it's there. The thing is that we have to want to care to bring it out. And I was talking to Elder Yara. He knew who the Amara Khan was. He knew what America was. He knew who it went back to. So when I asked him, I said, well, then what more do you need for these people to be the Amorites? It's all there. The name of this country is called, it's named after him, all of it. And he just sat there and he just looked at me. And that right there lets me know that it has nothing to do with the information. The information is right there. It's in our face. The problem is that a lot of people don't want to accept it. And we have to get to the point where we have to just get over it and accept that this land is named after a Hamitic Canaanite god.
Well, let me say this real quick, Neptali. Let me say this real quick, Father King.
Please come in.
I've done a show years ago, right? Years ago, and it was called Tour of Babylon. And this brother named Hunt, right? We used to work together at the convention center, and he was like, "Man, you gotta let's go. You from DC, you know all about the statues and all these different how they design the streets and everything." I said, "Yeah." He said, "But have you looked at something?" I said, "What?" He said, "I'm gonna show you some stuff." And we never got all the way into it. Sham, you may have forgotten the statues and the way the things are designed. It all, and I'm gonna send you this information, Neptali. You just
model after ancient Egypt. You're talking about the obelisk and all that stuff.
It's even deeper. It's even deeper in how it goes. I'm like, wait a minute. When I look at this, I'm thinking now, when I look at this stuff that I have, and I got them on DVD, this stuff lines up to what Neptali is saying. It all lines up. So I'm like, well, where did these people, so-called white people, get this information from? And why are they practicing these things? Right? So that's something I'm gonna have to find the DVDs and some of the stuff that we did. Because Shane, remember we were showing the statues, right? The stuff in the heads and all these different things is on a show that we did. We took that video down, didn't we?
It might be locked, but I can find it.
Keep it on lock, because that is something powerful. But Most High bless King Judah, and that show that video that you put together with all our emblems on it. I don't know who made that song, man, but damn, that's just as fire as the Honey Badger one, man. That thing fire, man. I'm trying to tell you, but go ahead, my dear brother.
I just want to say big salute to the F.O.P.E family, ADUIC, F.O.P.E. Shar Sham, great class, my brother. You know, already. Nephtali, how you doing, my sister?
Hey, shalom, most high bless to you, K. Judah. As always, I love catching your shows. You always bringing in the heat. And again, like what Elder Qanath said, I love that song, and I'm gonna be using it on my channel. So don't be upset when I steal it.
Oh no, absolutely. Y'all can take
It's
if you want
fire,
me.
man. God, dog.
If you want me to, I can send y'all all the the music with the images that I have. No problem. Play whatever you want, my sister.
Oh yes, please, please, share it all
Okay.
because it is. I really love it. It's really great. So, but go ahead.
Okay.
I don't want to interrupt you.
Oh no, y'all good. I just coming up here. Tell Shar Sham great class. The information is on point. I just want to ask this to the people that teach the chart. I mean, when you look at the chart and you see the people that's on it, I mean, we didn't say it for many years about how it's only 3 tribes that look like each other, which is Benjamin, Judah, Levi, right? So you mean to tell me the rest of the whole 9, or if you want to say 10, the rest of the whole 10 tribes, as long as we've been in captivity, all 10 of them just changed to something totally different from the other 3. So the other 3, Benjamin, Judah, and Levi, was able to not only keep their melanin, but can you pinpoint to me, outline, what are the Hispanics, Mexicans, the people that y'all say, what are they going through? Don't tell me that they live among us. Don't tell me that. Tell me what they going through outside of living among us. Because down here in Houston, Texas, they thriving. They thriving. Come to Houston. Mexicans are thriving. Hispanics are thriving. They not struggling. They don't got curses on them down here. They don't live in the places where we live. Some of them do, but for the most part, they thriving, man. These people own insurance company, grocery stores, rim
Restaurants,
shops, restaurants. They
car
thriving.
dealerships, they construction on lock. Oh, Sham was in your video. I was so psyched to see some brothers doing some construction. I videoed it, man. But I'm sorry, KG, I cut you off. You're right. They
No, you
striving.
good. You good.
No, go ahead. They striving. Go ahead.
Yeah, but I'm telling y'all, if you come down here to Houston, and we got some of the people that live that's in the chat, they live in Houston. They can tell you Mexicans are not going through any curses out here. They not struggling. They don't got no curses to where when they go places, they not getting shot down by no police. They not being harassed on the daily. They live amongst themselves. I remember when I was living in Greenspoint, man, they had a whole neighborhood, nothing but nice houses. Nobody lived there but them, Mexicans and Hispanics. Whole neighborhood with just them. That don't sound like struggle to me. These people are thriving. So I just ask, can you outline and pinpoint what these people going through?
Hey, no doubt. And look, one more thing for
And
the
I'm
brothers
sorry, I just
wanted
wanted
to speak.
to after you say something, Elder Qanath, I just wanted somebody had left something in the chat. I wanted to address it whenever you
Okay,
get a chance.
no, you're gonna say it right after I say this real quick.
Okay.
I would love for some of the sisters that I talked to in the chat last time I was on, or even on Facebook. Please come on. I mean, I know we be bringing out some powerful stuff, but we want to open up the platform for a lot of our sisters also. We know y'all have a viewpoint and things y'all want to say, so don't be like they say down in St. Louis. Don't be scared. Go ahead, sis. What you got to say, champ?
Yeah, don't be scared. Yeah. But yeah, so cooking with Billy, I see that you said and the Canaanites were destroyed a long time ago. Well, cooking with Billy, they were not destroyed a long time ago. Remember, Esau actually married Canaanite women and his seed was spoiled. And a lot of you guys like to talk about when you go into Esau, remember the land of Tyre. So when you look at the land of Tyre, that land is actually goes to the Canaanites. It goes back to them. So that land is mentioned. We also have to remember, see, a lot of people, they always want to quote the curses of Deuteronomy, but nobody wants to look at the fact when it says that that the Canaanites, the Amorites specifically, are the ones that are going to cause us pain. And I can give that to you if you give me 1 second. While I'm looking for that, you can ask this 180 on the rise what they.
Hey, Shalom 180. Go ahead, 180. You got the floor, brother.
Hey, Shalom, brother Qanath, Shar Sham, Sister Natalie, and K Judah. I just want a quick question for Sister Natalie, because she be bringing out the information. I tell you, man, look. Okay, so with the Afro Latinos and Mexicans, and I'm only talking about Afro ones. I'm not talking about the Spaniards. They're not Israelites. But are the Afro ones, like the ancient ones with the melanated skin, are they Canaanites as well, or will they be a part of the 12 tribes? I just want to hear your take on that.
Oh, please, and thank you. This is what I asked for. Just please come up here and answer me the questions. I'll do the best I can to answer them. If I don't know, I'll let you know, and I'll look into it later. But yes, what you were saying. So when you go back to the Amaru Khans, right? The Amaru Khans were the Mayans. They were the original, and they were all melanated people. And these people here are like, when you look at the Olmecs, the Incas, the Mayans, were all melanated. The issue is that when the ones that have the the so-called Caucasians, when they came over here, because remember, they all descendants from Asia and over there. Now, when you look at the Turks, the Mongoloids, all of them, they all came down crossed over, and they all came down the Americas. Remember, Canada is actually named after a Canaanite. You guys need to do your research. Canada gets its name from Canaanites. All of them came over here, and this is their land. You got to look into the book and see. A lot of them tell you not to read the book of Jubilees. They say, "Oh, don't look into the book of Jubilees. Don't look into the book of Jasher." But where do you think they got this from? This so-called the land of Japheth is cold. The land of Ham is hot. And the land of Shem is hot and cold, neither hot nor cold. That actually comes out of the book of Jubilees, but everybody quotes that as if it comes out of the Bible. But they tell us not to read the book of Jubilees, but they quote it every chance they get. Now, when I talk about that, what happened in the book of Jubilees is that Canaan actually stole the land of Shem. He stole our land. And that's why the land is named Canaan as we speak to this day. It's named Canaan because they came in and they stolen it. The land that they're supposed to be in, they never really went into it until afterwards. And now we see them in this land today. The Americas is named after their god, the Amaru, which is the Amorite deity, Amaru. He is an Amorite deity, and that's where America received its name. So when you talk about the people that were originally here, they were all melanated. If that makes it easy for people to accept that this land was Ham, if the people that were originally here were dark skinned, I'll say whatever I need to say to get people to understand that it was actually black people, melanated people that were here.
Yeah, Charlie, you're right. It was a Mongoloid Indian. He was on there talking about how they erased the history and how that the land was full of melanated people, and they started covering everything up, talking about the Mongoloids. I don't know if you ever saw that video that he was on there talking about it, how they was black whitewashing the history over here with the people that was here was black people.
That's correct.
Real quick. I'm sorry, real quick.
Okay.
I want the people that I'm reading the comments too. We're not bickering over certain things, right? It's what's wrong with having a conversation? I mean, what's wrong with having a conversation? Ain't nobody arguing and fighting or getting mad. It seemed like the person that said that a true Israelite ain't bickering about genealogy. Well, we not bickering on here. We just giving our point of view. Sound like you upset about something. And that's the issue. That's why we don't deal with certain people, because instead of bringing knowledge or information so we can just, have that conversation, right? What makes green? What two colors together makes green? What two colors together make yellow? So on and so forth. You just why talk about it? Well, just go jump off the bridge and die. You know what I mean? We not arguing and cussing each other out. We want to have a great dialogue. Remember, you found out you were an Israelite, right? Because people was doing exactly what we're doing right now, going back and forth to prove it. Now, without a shadow of a doubt, you're an Israelite. Point blank, period. Go ahead, sister, yeah.
Now,
yeah, I just wanted to touch. Oh, go ahead, KG, go ahead.
No. I just wanted to add to what Cooking with Billy That ain't got nothing to do with jealousy, homie. You just can't mix a downtrodden people with a people that's thriving. Because if I ask you and you tell me, well, you need to pray for all people, my question to you would be, what do I need to pray for Hispanics and Mexicans for? If they're already thriving, what could I offer them? But the people that's downtrodden, we can offer them a lot. Because my people the one battling mental health problems. Hispanics not. So it ain't got nothing to do with jealousy. It got everything to do with truth. You have people trying to mix the two together and it just don't fit. Mexicans, Hispanics, and other people that look like them, they are thriving. Has nothing to do with jealousy. I don't knock them for thriving. But if they thrive, and let them thrive, and don't try to throw them in the gumbo pot with us, saying that they going through what we going through when they not. You know, these are our brothers, these are our sisters, you know, these people with us. They not with us though. That's all I'm saying. Nothing to do with jealousy, homie.
Hey, can I back you up, K Judah? Because when I went to barber school, it was nothing but Hispanics, right? Talking down on niggas, talking about like niggas have dirty hair when they had dreadlocks, all types of stuff. I made it now. I'm an Israelite, so I'm making complaints to say, hold on, why is this dude talking about niggas? And I'm telling keeping them professional. I said, man, he's out of pocket. They out of pocket, and the teachers had to check them because it was this Arabian looking dude and these Mexicans. Now they was young, but they was talking about nigga this, nigga that, and everything. And then of course, I blame hip hop, but I also blame their culture because I'm not just gonna put it on black people for doing that because they know better. Because I can't go around their people and talking about spit this and Hispanic that and all this BS and talk about wetback this, wetback. They'll get offended. So you're 100% right. Hispanics, and I'm in Northern California. They're not oppressed like that. They're not even oppressed at all. They get benefits. There's no such thing as Mexicans or Hispanics being oppressed. Okay, first of all, now to add to Sister Natalia's point before I forget, it was the when I first got on YouTube and did my research of who I am and who my people are, I went to the Aboriginal page just before the FBA movement, just before everything, the Aboriginals, and there was this lady. She was from like the Choctaw tribe. She looked just like my auntie, okay, and my auntie the Moor, they Moors, right? So she looked just like her, and she's saying like, you know, my tribe, we've been in Louisiana for years, you know, so. I was gonna ask, are those people considered Canaanites too? Because he looked just like a black, like I said, like my auntie, like a Moor, or you know, are they considered Canaanites or did they mix in with the Canaanites? I just want to hear y'all take on that.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, brother. I don't know. Okay. That's one thing I'll tell you. I don't know.
And that's why I appreciate your channel, brother Qanath, man, because you do allow everybody get their point of view, and it's all about research. And also, I did this research too, and I'm gonna hand the microphone over because I got to go in a minute. Gopher wood, okay, what Noah built the ark out of. Now I did research, okay, and they said the place where you find the gopher wood is in Florida, right over here in Florida. Now I do have a theory that I believe the earth was connected at one point before the flood. And the flood separated all the land parts. That's why if you look at maps, it looked like puzzle pieces. Now that's just my theory I came up with. I always had in my mind. So it will make sense. And then when you do your research on gopherwood and Noah built the ark out of gopherwood, you find that over here in the Floridas. You don't find that over nowhere else. You know what I'm saying? So that's just an interesting theory I came up with, you know, by my research. But I'm gonna yield the mic.
Man, y'all know the most dangerous thing in the world is for our people to love each other. That's the most dangerous thing in the world to any other nationality. For us to love each other and respect each other. That scares people more than anything. It's not you shooting them, going to war. Boy, that black love is scary to people, boy. That black love is scary, boy, because I'm telling you, even when you look at, when we say that all Israel look like us, boy, them niggas start making videos, they start going crazy. Calling nigga all type of names. Because, boy, when you love your people, and if our people start loving each other and start respecting each other, man, that's more dangerous than guns. Because now you ain't looking at your brother and your sister like you used to look at them. Now when you look in the mirror, you see them as yourself. That's more dangerous than anything. So when we say all Israel look like us, that's why it's so offensive. That's why it's so offensive to the Hispanics and the Mexicans now who calling us Canaanites. They don't even call us Israelites no more. They call us African Canaanites or Canaanites or whatever they be saying. The point that I'm making, when the truth come out, you start to see their true colors. They don't respect us. They only respect as much as the benefits allow them to participate with what we got going on. Other than that, you a nigga, you a Canaanite, a African, booty scratcher, all that. That's all I'm trying to say.
But K Judah, even nowhere in the Bible does it call when they place the name on Israel, it never call them wetback. It always call them a nigger or something black, right? Even in the New Testament, Acts 13, it says Peter was a nigger. Him and Barnabas was called nigger. Fact. So whether they want to call us niggers or not, they don't call them wetbacks. So you're not even in the book. I had to tell this heathen that the other day, and we used to chop it up when I was in that One West madness, whatever. And when we came out, but he come my comment board talking cat out of nowhere. I'm saying, but the Bible don't speak about you though. Your father's an Edomite. You not even in the club. What did Chris Brown say? You outside the club trying to get in? You complaining because you can't get in the club? Like, what is going? Like, y'all don't understand. Nowhere in the scriptures, you ain't gonna find in the Old Testament, in the Apocryphal or the New Testament, you're gonna find the word wetback, doggy, stringy hair. You're gonna find none of that. Even when I was reading Songs of Solomon, when him and the woman was going back and forth, she described him as having waves and everything. In different translations, in one translation it says he was dark and lovely. Solomon, King Solomon. You ain't gonna find no damn wetbacks in there.
At 180. Sorry to interrupt you real quick, brother, but I'll share videos with our team here, and all of the team, by the way. Everybody that listens to our show, and whether you like us or not, you're still part of our team. You know, if you're Negro, but and you love the Most High, right? But let me say this: I shared a video, videos to the team with Nathaniel saying Israel is all black.
Absolutely.
Right. So
I remember that.
Yeah, but no, we got some new ones here. And our dear brother, him and I be in contact sometime. The brother, what's his channel? Israelite Southern Kingdom, right? He been putting up videos for years, man. Fire, you know. Yeah, man. So I mean, we all know the truth, you know, but we are getting into something different in the sense of I just want to get into more knowledge, man. I love it, you know. I love it, man. And my head is off to all of y'all, man. All of y'all, man. All of y'all be bringing out stuff that keeps my attention going, you know. And I'm begging for more people to come on the channel and give us your point of view, right? You're welcome to even come over here and do a class, right? If you don't believe what K. Judah saying, Shar Sham say, or I say, or Queen Neftali say, the champ, then you're welcome to come over here and do your own presentation without any interruption going against what we're saying, and we'll say, okay, now we can have that dialogue. This what you stand on, this we stand on. Now let's reason together.
Facts.
You know, let's reason together. If you got true love for the brothers and sisters, then we can reason together and say, you know what, I don't know, or you know what, you're right, or I'm gonna stick what I believe in. Point blank, period.
Absolutely.
Man, and I thank God for y'all brothers, because y'all taught me a lot through the spirit of Ha Mashayach Yahawashi. Y'all taught me a lot on this channel, man. Real talk, y'all. Man, and I tell my brother K Camp all the time, I said, man, we can just research and study for yourself. Like, go and look it up, you know. And also, I'm gonna keep it 100. The James Strong don't do no good, so got to step my money up to get another concordance. But I use it for now, you know what I'm saying. But also, go use Google. But you have to know how to go use your research. Go put the time in. So I thank God for brothers like you, Shar Sham, Sister Neftali. Yeah, she be going in, man. I thank God for channels like y'all, because y'all really bring out information out. And I'm a person of information. I love information.
Well, thank you. That means a whole lot to me. I truly appreciate it. Now, if you guys have time, I wanted to share some things with you. I got I went on my laptop. If you can help me share my screen.
Let's get it.
Okay.
Most High bless, JT. Most High bless.
JT,
let's get it. Share the screen.
Yo, what's up?
Hold
What's up,
on,
y'all? I just got back to the. Hold on. What you say, Naphtali? I just got back to the phone. I heard my name.
Yeah, I was telling you to share my screen for me.
Okay.
Okay, let me go ahead and so I had mentioned to you guys at first about the Amorites. So if you guys can see my screen, let me know.
It's up.
Awesome. All right, so where I'm at is I'm in Genesis 15, chapter 15. And everybody always talks about this. And this is the chapter where we actually say proves that we are the Israelites, right? So right here it tells you that in Genesis 15:13 it says, and he said unto Abram, for know of surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and shall serve them. So he's talking about you're going to be in a land full of strangers, right? And you shall serve them. Now, it says here, and also that nation whom they shall serve will I judge. Excuse me, hold on. Oh, gosh, my computer's doing something. All right, so it says here, and he said, know for surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in that land that is not theirs, and they should serve them, and they shall afflict them for 400 years. And it says, and also that nation whom they shall serve will I judge, and afterwards shall they come out with great substance. And thou shalt go to thy fathers in peace. Thou shalt be buried in a good old age. But in the fourth generation they shall come hither again, for the iniquity of the Amorites is not yet full. So right here it tells you who is going to be placing the iniquity on us. It's the people, it's the children of are the Canaanites. It says that the Amorites are the ones that are going to be inflicting this 400 years upon us. It says it right there. Now I also wanted to show you guys the images of these people that actually, now we got to say this, the original people of this world were all melanated. Now when I talk about these people, oh, you can't see my screen, hold on, why not? 1 second, let me stop. Okay, Shar Sham, if you can share this screen for me.
How would I do that?
I'm sorry?
How do I share the screen?
Oh, not you.
Hold on, brother. Hold on. She not talking to you. Mute your mic.
I appreciate your bravery, and just show some respect.
Okay, since you're on here, I just want to share this really quick, and I'm gonna hurry up and get off, okay? Because we have a visitor. So when I say
You ain't gotta hurry up, Queen Naphtali. Take your time.
okay, so I was talking about these Mayans, right? And I want to say this: the original people of this land, of this world, were all melanated. Now remember, everybody is not Negroid or Negro like us. We have, the Indian group, right? The Hindu people from India. They are a melanated group of people, but do they look like us? Are they us? No, but they are. You can actually see that they are another demographic of people that are melanated. Now, when I show you these Amaru Khan, or what we would call the Mayans, take a look at these images. Pretty fun. And these are the ones that these are frescoes. These are actually on their walls that they had, drawn themselves. And if you look at them, they're very, very melanated, very dark skinned. And these are the ones that were here first. Here they are. Look at them right here. Now, these people say they come from them. They say that they are Mayans. They say that they are Incas. Well, here they are. These are the people that originally were here. Now, what happened to them is they got whited out. But does that change their nationality? Does that change their history? No, it does not. They're still the same. They're still worshiping the same gods. They're still building the same temples. Right now, their airport is called Quetzalcoatl Airport. Why? Where did they get Quetzalcoatl from? Nobody else is worshiping a deity by the name of Quetzalcoatl. Now, does that deity link to another deity? Yes, they're the same, but they have a different name for them. So right here, you look at these images, and all you have to do is just put in Amaru Khan. You will see that the people that were here originally, they want to talk about this land being the land of Arsareth. They want to talk about the land that no man has ever dwelt, where these people here were they dwelt here, and they still do. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop. And if anybody has anything they want to ask me, but if you take a look at these images, they're historically accurate, and they showcase that this land was inhabited already by a group of people that were melanated. And these same people are the people that are here to this very day, and they're not us. I just want to make sure I say that. But go ahead. I didn't see your name, but I'm gonna go ahead and stop.
Okay. Hold on. To the brother, Shalom, brother Martin. How you doing, brother? Most High bless. You got a question? Anything you want to ask to the panel? We welcome you on the show, and we want to keep it respectful on both sides.
Your screen went blank. We can't see you.
His Martin, you still there? Hold on, let me see now. To the brother Martin. I don't know if you can hear me. I'm trying to unmute the mic.
Say something until he get his screen together. Don't kick him off.
All right, I'll put him in the back.
No, don't kick him off. Don't kick him off.
No, I just put him in the back because I don't know what's going on with his thing or whatever like that. But I don't know if he having a bad connection. I'm not for sure. To the brother Martin, are you there?
Yeah, I just want to add something, and also,
he got another. What's the name that just came in? So he must have a bad connection. Hold on.
Shalom, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, brother. Go ahead. Shalom.
How do I do this? Okay,
we can hear you, brother. Go ahead. You got the floor.
The host can add you to be on the stage. All right.
Hey, can somebody type in the chat? We hear him so he can know this way to speak.
We hear you, brother. Go ahead and speak.
Man, Most High must not be working with you, man.
Brother, we hear you. Go ahead and speak.
Hey, Sham, show your face so you can tell a man to speak.
I'm in bed, right? I'm in bed, Qanath. If you show your face, I'm in the dark. He must be having connection.
Too many women watching, brother. Can't keep.
He must be having connection issues because he fell off again.
All right, go ahead, JT.
Nah, I'm gonna just listen, man. I'm gonna just listen for now.
I think somebody made this argument a while back. How could I think it was you, Shar Sham. How could Judah look like Muhammad Ali or Joe Frazier, and Issachar look like Julio Cesar Chavez, and they have the same mother? I think somebody made a video about that like a while back. I remember that, but it makes sense once you start thinking about it. It makes sense. Like this stuff is not hard to figure out. So once you put the pieces together, then it's a whole other. It's a whole nother realm that you have to go down. Now, a lot of one Westerners, they say you don't read outside of the Apocrypha and the other books, but it's information like the sister said in the Book of Jubilees, Jasher, and everything. You got to study, And I'm not saying because my bad.
No, I want to say they say that you don't read out of the Apocrypha outside of that, but they use other books to use sources to prove who they want to prove. So if you can read James the Dead, Lost Tribes, and Promised Land, why can't you read Jasher, Enoch, and other books? You reading outside of it.
Let's not forget the Zondervan Pictorial Bible Dictionary. I think that is probably more credible than the Bible is, if you ask them.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is, hey, before I knew I was Israelite, my dad used to say, yeah, you got to read the Jubilees, Jasher, Enoch. He was telling me that as a child, and he's a pastor. You see? So it's
That's a
whole
smart
lot
man
of
there.
Yeah, my dad.
So when you go into Jasher, a lot of people were doing a terrible job on Sinetter show. And what ended up happening is Sinerda was talking about how the Most High requires human sacrifice, or he was trying to, set Abram up and to have him sacrifice his son. But when you read the book of Jasher, it's not like that at all. But a lot of people didn't read that when they got up there. But see, I told them about it and I broke it down. But as you see, when Malachi and them did a response, they didn't use me. They didn't use my insight. They ignored it and just used everybody else's. So we all know that these people are playing games and they have an agenda. They're not all about getting the truth. They're all about just making themselves look good. Now, somebody else said something in the chat. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Okay, somebody mentioned, Lacey, you talked about the Antarctica. At one point in time, Antarctica wasn't even frozen. It wasn't even frozen. They actually have evidence that, there was forest. It was all kind of stuff there. So, yeah, something is going on with Antarctica. You're right. It actually had greenery. It wasn't always frozen. You said, were the Canaanites white or leprous? Well, when you look at when you go into Enoch, right? They said that they were he was mistaken to be Noah. So he was expected to be one of the sons of the Watchers, or the Nephilim. So we know that the fallen, when they mix with the with regular human beings, they create what we would consider to be the Caucasian race. Now, if anybody, I'm not going to bring that conversation up today, but whenever anybody's ready to have that conversation, let me know. We can do it on my channel.
No doubt.
I want to.
I want to say something real quick to correct myself, and not to correct anybody else, because Chef said something, but I notice I say it all the time, and I may be wrong what I'm about to say now, but it just hit me. Christ says, "Who's my mother? Who's my brother? Unless they follow the will of the Father." And I think sometimes it's okay to be nice, but our brother and our sister have to be in truth. Now, you could be a friend or a foe, but we could treat each other nice. But a lot of times when we tie somebody in as a kinsman, then they feel like they can act like a kinsman. When the Most High speak on us as a natural branch and we're above all people on the face of the earth, I think we need to start acting like that. I've been studying a lot of different things, philosophy. I sent the teams for stuff. I hope y'all get a chance to listen to it. Pick the meat from the bones. The way we speak, the way we walk. I tell my son, I say, when you walk with your shoulders back and your chest out and your chin up, right? Because then when you walk like that, and if you dress a certain way and smell a certain way, people are going to respect you. And sometimes people don't deserve your respect from you. That don't mean you have to disrespect them. Also, you don't. Sometimes you have to give people your energy. I say that because Sam called that dude brother, and I say brother. I just said it just now. It's just a habit, in being kind. And I noticed one thing about us as a people, he's so damn kind, and it's really not appreciated, So I hope the guy can come on and prove himself to be a brother.
No, he said he was having connection issues.
No, I'm not talking about the connection. I'm just saying I hope.
Oh yeah, he wrote in the chat. Yeah,
to prove himself to be a brother, right, in spirit and in truth. That goes for any person that we may call sister, who we may not believe that's an Israelite, to prove themselves first, because somebody put in there, because we are set apart. We have to act like it. That don't mean to be arrogant and disrespectful and prideful, in the sense of where you boast in yourself and vanity and so on and so forth. We joke. Shan say, "Caught out, show your face." I say, too many women watching. Just being a little facetious. I was only serious. Now just playing. But I think we need to watch the things that we say. But I'm glad he came up. I wish he'd come back. And anybody have any questions for K. Judah, Shar Sham, myself, Naphtali, JT, you don't have to always ask it in the chat. I want to see people come out from behind the computer sometime and engage us. We on here for you. That's why we on here. We on here for you. You know, we want to entertain you, want to educate you, and you quite possibly can show us something. We're not too proud that we can't learn anything, you know, but we would like to have that dialogue respectfully. But I will say this, there won't be no people coming on our program trying to take over, because you see them people not around anymore, right? DP not around anymore. I don't get down. I'm just going to say it right off the top, and nobody on this platform had to say anything. The reason why y'all don't see Don P on here anymore, because I got tired of it. I got tired of it. So that's why he's not on here no more. And there's some other stuff behind the scenes, but he's not on here. I love him as a brother, you know, but as far as respect wise, I can't respect him, you know. But I land my plane. I hope the guy come back on again, you know, and y'all.
Well, now, could you do me a favor?
Yes, sir.
Park your car instead of land your plane, because you don't know how to fly, brother.
Hey, well, watch this. This one thing my wife wanted to do, and I said, okay, we could do it, because I'm afraid of heights. She said, let's go learn how to fly a plane. So down here where I live at, I think we're gonna take that on. Man, that's gonna scare the shit out of me. But if she want to do it, I'm gonna do it. In fact, Neff and hubby and everybody need to come on and do it with them. We're gonna have to drink a nice strong drink to do that one. But I'm willing to do it. My wife could try to do it. Damn, I ain't gonna let her outdo me on that. But yeah, I parked the car right now.
What's a strong drink, Elder Qanath? What's that?
A strong drink for me.
Hard liquor.
No, you know, a strong drink could be
Whiskey.
a soda for real. Anything that's bitter, I guess, to the tongue. You know, so yeah, it could be.
I like sweet things, so I don't know about, but you know.
Well, you know what? You could have some ginger and honey sweet, and mix them together, right? It'll be with some you put it in some spring water, honey and ginger. Ginger is strong and it's sweet. You know.
Natalia, when you come back to my house, you'll be very impressed with all the sweet drinks I got. you'll be happy.
And tell her, bud, I said, you know, shalom to her, and thank you all so much for opening up your home. But that food was amazing, and yes, I can't wait. Like I said, I do like sweet, but I don't mind having a cocktail. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind having a cocktail. So.
You shouldn't have said that. Now I'm gonna hold you to it. I'm gonna hold you
You
to it.
watch it.
I'm gonna hold you, because I know plenty of spots that sell some good cocktails, and I know how to make them. And Sham got a nice bar up there. We can go and I'll make some on his bar. Oh yeah, you done put your foot in your mouth, champ. Got to do it now.
Well, you know, margaritas, things like that. That's now you on my level. You know, Bailey's. Well, you know, Bailey's. I love Bailey's. You know, Moscato.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let me find out. Yeah, you know. But let me stop. For real, y'all. The sister and I, we know each other. I know her husband very well. We all had party together, you know, hung out and everything. So, you know, we just mess around with y'all, man. But yeah, the link is in the room. Put the link in the room again, Marge. The link is in the room. Most High bless y'all. You know, we miss y'all.
And I want to say, cooking with Billy. Why don't you hit the link? You say not all Israelites were Canaanites. Nobody's saying that they are. Okay, the Israelites aren't Canaanites.
Put the link in the room.
Why don't anybody add that to Esau? That's what I'm trying to understand, because Esau is the one that actually married Canaanite women. And if you guys are saying that the Canaanites are black, then why isn't Esau's children black? Everybody wants to showcase, you know, that talk about how Esau links to Rome and goes back and, you know, goes to the Caucasian, but the dukes, all those different terminologies actually goes back to the Canaanites. When you look at dukes, it goes back to the Hittites. Okay, so you know, a lot of people have to not only, and this is what makes things really interesting, is the fact that we can find all this in the Bible. All what's in the Bible, we can find it in history, and they have preserved their history. The people that haven't preserved their history is us. We don't know any better. But if we were to take the time and look at the Bible, look at the scriptures where it says that Esau married Canaanite women, then we'll know that his line became Canaanites. Okay, and this whole thing about the pillars, looking at the Roman different empires. Those actually come from the Canaanites. Please look up you know what? I'm gonna just show it to you. Go ahead, guys. I'm gonna show it. Stop talking and show it. Let me do that. Go
I got
ahead.
a question for everybody. How did y'all feel about with the information that the archaeology brother was bringing out and how he felt about, you know, everything with people trying to talk to him and persuade him and give him money? I mean, what did y'all get from the conversation that he had with the brother? I just want, you know, people's opinion on the
I'm gonna
matter.
let you know. I didn't watch all of it. I didn't watch all of it. I just came on like shortly. You know, I didn't watch all of it, so I'm like missed.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, but I definitely will go back and watch it though.
I want the chat to do me a favor. I know all y'all done heard of Sir Suit-Seti, right? He goes live a lot, so it should be easy to find him. Next time he go live, because what Naphtali is saying, he's saying that we are the people. So next time he go live, please blow his chat up respectfully, right? And put Naphtali's name in there, her channel in there, right? So that conversation can take place, because I would love to see that conversation between Naphtali and Sir Suit-Seti. So please go in there on his last live, on the live comments. I mean, you can't go on the live comments, but on the comments after the show, and then next time they go live, and just blow his chat up. So the sister had that dialogue with him, because I would like to see that. It'd be very interesting.
Man, I didn't realize how many lies. Jesus, boy, there's so many lies try to clean up. This boy say Israel is a speck of bird. Boy, they don't got nothing to do with skin color, boy.
Man, we already broke that down years ago.
They don't got nothing to do with no skin color, man. All the nations was around the speck of bird, bro. The speck of bird was different than everybody else. They don't got nothing to do with no skin color, bro.
Well, K. Judah.
I hear you. Hey, K. Judah, you right. K. Judah say, yeah, it's frustrating, isn't it?
Yeah, man. Sometimes I'm being honest though. I think it was a couple years ago. I asked the Most High, I was like, let me just go about my business. This is a waste of time. And I'm not saying it's a waste of time from the aspect of teaching his word. I was telling him it's a waste of time because this the same people Moses told you to kill him for. This the same people that Jeremiah almost gave up. You know, this the same people that got Isaiah Saul didn't have. Killed Zacharias, killed all the prophets, killed Yahshua. These people don't want to hear your word. These people want to have fun. So I was just like, man, it's just frustrating, bro. Because one thing I noticed about Israel will go grab a Bible in 1 week and then start teaching. Don't know nothing. But they heard something that another man said that emboldened them, and they got confidence now. And after 1 month, they're a teacher. Not understanding, it took years to get the understanding before you even grab a microphone. It took me 10 years to read the Bible, and then I started teaching. I didn't just grab no Bible. I had to learn first from the elders, be retaught. Then once you get strong enough, then you can branch off on your own. But if you think you just gonna come into this truth and start teaching after a month, 2 months, 3 months, boy, you woefully misinforming yourself. You really have to eat this book in order to edify a nation of people. Then you got to know what you're talking about, because people gonna ask you questions. And if you don't know how to stand on your square and be quick with the responses, then you're gonna look stupid. Because they're gonna say, oh, this nigga don't even know what he's talking about. He just said anything. Now they gonna call you a false teacher. Then if you start lying, here come the videos. This ain't nothing to play with. Because this truth can make you look like a man with understanding or a man with no understanding. And you're going to be a clone of YouTube. So when I hear people saying stuff like, oh, I got 42 children killed. But when you actually go read the scripture, it never said nobody died. Show me where they died at. And show me where 42 little bitty children can scare Elisha and make him turn around And another thing, it wasn't that they called the man bald head. Go read the scripture. They was disrespecting the Most High when they told him, go up, you bald head. Go up where? Where Elijah went. Because when you go get the understanding of what was going on in Bethel, Jeroboam set up 2 idols from Dan all the way to Bethel. So it was idolatry worship at its finest. So they didn't want to hear no prophets. That's why they was happy when Elijah was taken up. And they told Elisha, go up, you bald head, where he at. Leave us alone. So when he turned around and cursed them, it never said that Elisha sent the 2 she-bears. It say the Lord did, because they disrespected the Lord. Get the knowledge. Stop saying God killed 42 kids. It never said nobody died. It say the she-bears told them, mangled them. Right. I don't see where they died at. Show me where the bears killed them. God was just sending a message. Don't play with me. Don't disrespect me. I never read where they died because he's very specific when he killed somebody. He slain them. It slayed them. They was put to death. He killed them. It never said that in 2 Kings chapter 2, 23 and 24. Another thing y'all keep lying about. God like to sacrifice babies. Oh, he told Abraham to sacrifice his son. Get you some knowledge, dog. The answer of that is in Hebrews chapter 11. It was a representation of what the Most High was about to do with Yahshua. That's why he told Abraham, take your son, your only son. But Isaac wasn't the only son, but he was the only son of the covenant. Because if you are not in covenant with Yah, he don't know you. He don't even recognize you. How come you think he told Israel, you only have I known? But he created all the nations, though. Because Israel is the only one of the covenant. That's why he know them. He ain't make no covenant with nobody else. So when I be hearing all this foolishness, like a bird, God killed 42 kids, he's a terrible God of war. Give me one scripture where God went to war without reason. Just one. Give me one scripture where y'all went to war without reason. Show me in the verse where he told us to just go take somebody's land, destroy men, women, and children for no reason. Y'all can't do it. That's why y'all just blurt out stuff. And the people who don't have knowledge can't even combat y'all. They just letting y'all say all type of stuff on Sinetta platform. And you got other Israelites up there, Sinetta even turning them against their own fate. Hey, God is a killer. And then the Hebrew go, yeah. If God wants you to sacrifice your kids, will you do it? Man, yeah, I sacrifice my kid. God would never ask you nothing like that. And you just gonna tell his man, yes, you will do it. But he'll never ask you. Well, he asked Abraham, man, that was a representation, man. Go read Hebrews chapter 11, and you will get the answer of what Yah did with Isaac, what that represented. It represented Yahshua and what Yah was about to do with his only son. It had nothing to do with him really wanting Abraham to kill his child. But when people don't read, they just think God wanted Abraham to kill his child.
And he was testing his faith,
bro. It's frustrating.
He was testing Abraham's faith. Like people forget that. Like he was testing his faith. Right. Like people forget that. And also, just to back you up, K. Judah, when he commanded King David to kill the Amalekites, what was his reason for that? What was his reason? People don't understand. Like God is not just sending people just to do. No, it's for a reason. God has everything for a reason. When he used Moses to command the Pharaoh, even though he hardened the Pharaoh's heart, but it was all for his it was all for what's that scripture? It was all for God's glory, okay? And God does, and that's why we serve a power that we can't even put our fingers on. We can't even understand. Even he said his foolishness is better than the wisdom of this world. People just like to make arguments over emotional stuff that could easily be solved. And I believe you brought out the Elisha story, right? It's a funny story on that, right? When I was a youngster, I grew up in the church all my life. My father pastor, grandfather pastor. My father scared the mess out of me when I was a kid because I mocked this elder in the church. I called him a bald head. And my father told me, he's like, don't do it. He said, don't do that. And he told me about the Elisha story. I had a night, I swear I had like a nightmare that night. I was a kid. That scared the man, but it taught me, don't mock your elders, don't mock people.
Yeah, I got you.
But also, like the scripture says, he did that. He mauled the children because they was actually mocking God. they were they say go up, ye bald head, and everything. And it was like you said, that was a shot at Elijah, basically. Like go up in a chariot, like Elijah, basically, like get away, because and that's why I tell people, I say, listen, the prophets was around this earth, just giving out, just like humble and like nice all the time. They wouldn't have had killed them. They wouldn't have sought out to kill them. Those men were.
180.
Go ahead.
When you read the Hebrew, they wasn't even children though. They was young men.
They were young men, exactly.
You know why?
Yep.
Because when you read the Solomon, 1 Kings chapter 3, Solomon told the Most High, I am but a little child, but he was about to be king. Jeremiah said, I cannot speak. I am but a child. But these were not children. These was young men. But even the Most High called us the children of Israel, even though you got men that's 50, 60, 100, because he is the Ancient of Days. But he called even us the children of Israel. See what I'm saying?
Right. And if you don't read the translation, you don't read the dictionary, the Bible dictionary, you forget that they was young men. They were not like little children, like kids. They were young men that knew they was doing.
Men. Absolutely.
Right. Mocking those. Right. Exactly. And we're actually mocking God and everything. So, and also even with the Jonah situation, right? I remember Polite made a stupid argument about this when he literally got the answer. He kept arguing this. And that's why I say people don't like, you ask me a question, I give you the answer. You still want to argue with me about this? Like it says he got swallowed up by a fish, a large fish. Now you read about the Leviathan. I'm pretty sure animals and sea creatures are bigger than they are now. You know what I'm saying? So it's not unlikely that he will get swallowed by a large fish. But if you don't read and you just go by what y'all call Esau's logic or the white man's logic, you would say, he got swallowed by the whale, because that's the common logic to say. You see? But if you have to go study.
So we see the brother then came on. So I just wanted to share this really quick, guys, before he starts talking. So you guys see this. Everybody knows that this is Petra, and everybody links this back.
Facts.
This links back to Esau, right? But nobody really knows that this actually links back to the Horite Canaanites. Okay, Petra is listed in as Mount Seir, and on with the Egyptians with Mount Seir. Now, when I show you this, everybody links this to, we all see this. We say, oh, Petra, then it links to all the construction that we see within Rome, all in, with the these, within England and Europe, here in the United States. But I want to show you guys something really quick, and then I'm gonna be done. So let's see here. There we go. It's like every time I want to share something. Let me go back to this.
And why I never started looking for that, the Most High laid Esau's habitation waste. They use that place for a national park now, where he used to live at. They use it as a national park. A tourist attraction.
They still worship there, but here we go really quick. Let me show you guys this. That's not big. Let me make it bigger for you. Oh, what's that sound? That's not me, is it? Okay. All right. Now, when you guys look here, let me go back. You see this here. This looks exactly like many of the the White House, all the different, very important. This is called Baalbek. And when I say Baalbek, I mean Baal. So this is actually a temple that's dedicated to Baal, to Baal. This is in Lebanon. And as you see, this actually goes back to the Canaanites. This is Baalbek, and this is said to be over, depending on which source, upwards of 11,000 years old. So this stuff here is very ancient, and it's all around Lebanon, all around these locations and areas. It does not belong to Esau. Esau was he went into these, with the Horites, he took on their customs and ways, and then to the point where his seed was spoiled. And as you see, this is what they have going all around. They have their temples, everything, their temples are here. The thing is that we have to understand that they're temples and that they go back to Baal. This name, when you put it in there, Baalbek, when you guys want to do your own research, Baalbek, and then you'll see that this goes back to the deity Baal, and we know who the god belonged to. He belonged to the Canaanites, and this is his. All those different constructions goes back to the Horite Canaanites. So I hope you guys take this information and move forward with it, and then bring some stuff back to me. All right, but go ahead, Martin. You got the floor.
Hey, Shalom. Thank you for having me on. My name is Martin Alvarez. I'm a
His microphone went out.
Yeah, stop moving around, my guy. Yeah, stop
He's
moving
a
around because when you
Zadokite
move around,
priest.
you lose connection. Just
He
stand still.
started the Yakad a couple years ago, and he is the eldest priest of the nation of Israel and kingdom of Judah. He teaches on. He has a platform, a page on YouTube. He's got a lot of videos on there also where he's teaching the nation of Israel, trying to wake up the tribes. I heard you talking about who were the Canaanites earlier, and I just wanted you guys to know that the Canaanites were actually sons of Ham, and Ham would be the son of Noah, all right, and the progenitor of the
Do me a
African
favor because I don't
people.
want to lose connection. Because you sounding good. Just stand still because if you keep moving around, we're gonna lose connection.
Yeah, I just sat down. So yeah, he's the progenitor of the African nations of people. His son is Mitzrayim and Cush and Foot and Canaan, and everybody knows that Cush would be Ethiopia, and those would be the Nubians. Those would be African black people. So the Canaanites, just like all the other sons of Ham, would be black African people, not white people.
I know that this is coming to me, so let's just have the conversation, Martin. You said that all the. That's fine. I love it. I welcome it. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to actually present my information because people don't give me the opportunity. So you say to me that Ham is black. Why is Ham black? Why nobody else is black? Why is Ham black?
Well, Ham's name actually means black. If you look at the Chaldean Hebrew lexicon under the name Cham, because it's like really like calm. If you look up Ham or Kham, you'll see that Kham means black, and he's the progenitor of the Egyptians, and the Egyptians knew themselves to be black people.
Okay, so my question is wasn't everybody originally black? Wasn't not Japheth?
That would be
Noah, did Noah
incorrect.
not have all black children?
Listen, I don't have a problem answering a question, but if you ask me a question and then you interrupt me, it makes it hard for me to answer that question.
I apologize. Go ahead.
Nah, it's all cool. You asked, weren't we all black? And I would say, well, the answer to that question would be no, because if you look up what Adam, the Hebrew word for Adam, or Adam, it's red, rosy, or ruddy, and it does not signify black at all. Black is not one of those colors. Now, if you want to talk about Noah in the book of Enoch, his depiction was like, his father named Lamech. He got scared when he seen him because he thought like he might have been like one of the angels' children. So basically that makes you think like maybe the angels were white people because his depiction was white and like cherry red, white as snow, red as a rose. So that sounds like a white boy to me. And
right,
Adam
so,
means red
I
rose and red. Japheth is the progenitor of the Asians and the Mongolians. So like the Chinaman, that would be Japheth. You know what I mean? Like the Japhites or the Chinese. with the
You're
exceptions.
saying a lot of things, and I don't want to lose my train of thought, but there is nothing to support anything that you're saying.
Oh, well,
I'm
if we go
sorry,
to the
don't
book of
interrupt me.
Jubilees,
No,
if
no,
we
no. I'm
go to
talking
the
about
book of
historically.
Jubilees,
Excuse me. I'm talking about historically. The Bible is a historical reference to history. So we should be able to, what we find in the Bible, we should be able to find in the real world. And we do. And everybody knows when you talk about Ham, which is Tham, when you go to the etymology of the word, it goes back to Khan, Kham, Khan, correct? And when we look at the Khans, it goes back to Genghis Khan, right? So my thing is all of that Ham goes actually back to Genghis Khan. It goes back to the Mongolians, okay? The Sinites.
Somebody got a mute. They got
yeah. So
some cracking going on.
Hold on. So have you ever heard of the Sinites? You can answer that.
somebody has to mute their mic because I hear a lot of static. I tried to
Hold
see
on,
if it was me.
I got it, Martin. Cool out. Somebody got to mute that mic. Somebody got some static going on. It's coming from
Sound
feed.
like somebody eat something, man.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like they eat the microphone.
Can everybody mute their mic, please? All right, Martin, mute your mic. That might be coming from you, Martin. Open door again. Yeah, that is you. That's you. Unmute your mic, Martin. Hold on, everybody. Martin, unmute your mic.
Yeah, now my mic is unmuted, so like I had
Hold
my
on, hold on,
mic
hold on, hold on.
muted.
Just don't say nothing. That is coming from you. Your mic is the only mic that's unmuted. Hold on, I'm gonna mute.
I'm gonna mute my mic again.
Yeah, it's your mic. It is your mic.
It's you,
You got a
homie.
fan? Do you got a fan or something blowing? Cause something is
I'm
coming
gonna
into your mic.
I'm gonna mute my mic now just in case.
Yeah, see? Now he on mute. It's his mic. But go ahead, Queen Naphtali. You gotta talk and then mute Martin, because there's something going on with your mic.
See, the thing is everybody wants to talk about Ham being, it says it means black. All of us were black, okay? Noah, Adam does not, darkness, I mean, when you have the darkest of whatever you want to call it, the most melanated or the dark-skinned people, the chocolate people, it starts with that. You don't go from light to dark, you go from dark to light. So the people that were originally on the planet were all melanated people. And Esau, he was ruddy, which meant that it was also heavily melanated. I don't know where he's getting his information from. The thing is, the only people that brought up this so-called Ham being black is the Christians. And the thing is, Ham is black. Yes, Ham is black. So is Shem, and so is Japheth. Okay, there's nothing new here. The thing is, we have to find out, where did the white people come from? Where did they come from? I know where they came from. Are people willing to admit and accept where they came from? I'm not going to make this about that conversation. But the thing is when he talks about it, he talks about Ham meaning dark. He talks about, well, guess what? There are other melanated people on this planet. Okay, we got the Indians, the Hindu people. They're melanated. Okay, not everybody is Negroid. There's other melanated people, but that doesn't mean that they're Negroid. They're not us. And when it comes to the Asians, I was talking to him about the Sinites, because nobody talks about the Sinites. The Asian people, they actually worship a god by the name of Sign. And they actually they tell you who they are. It's right there. And I have the evidence, and I'm going to present it in my presentation. But they tell you their father is Sign, and they tell you that they're the Sinites. It's right there. I mean, what else do they need? They tell you who they are. And this is what gets me. You don't have not one African person telling you that they're Canaan, whatever. You don't see them worshiping these deities. You don't see them worshiping these gods. But people are quick to say that they're the Hamites. They're just quick to say it. When I ask them who the Canaanites are, then they say, "Oh, the Canaanites are not them. The Canaanites are in Africa." Okay, well, who are they in Africa then? It's silence. It's no one knows. They just know they're in Africa. Meanwhile, I can find the Hittites in Turkey, in Anatolia. I can find the Amorites, everybody talks about Babylon the Great. Well, the Amorites were the Babylonians. That was who the Babylonians were. They were the Amorites, and they also were the Hyksos. The Hyksos ruled all over Egypt.
And Queen Naphtali, people seem to forget that the Japanese and the Chinese was originally dark skinned before they got conquered.
Text. We
You know
need
what I'm
bombs.
saying? And then when you look at the Japanese and the Chinese, people also got to remember too, you got African tribes, man, that got the swinky chinky eyes just like they do. And it's natural. It has nothing to do with Down syndrome, man. K. Judah did the show about it's plenty tribes. It's not just them. But it's a natural thing to have those slanted looking eyes, and they try to make it as if that's because they had Down syndrome or trying to lie and say they lot children. Ain't got nothing to do with that. You got to remember Alexander the Greek conquered them and mixed with them people too, and lighten them people up. Go look at the ancient Chinese and the ancient Japanese. They was a dark skinned people that had slanted eyes, looked like black people. So
hey, Sham, excuse me, I just got back. What happened to the guy?
He left.
He had bad reception. He fell off again. He ain't just leave, but he.
Hold on. I want to show this too before you guys. I don't want to hold on to show, but I just want to share with you guys this too. This is actually a really good image. Go ahead and share it for me, Shar Sham, real quick.
Okay, Judah, you want to share it too? I'll share you. At Naphtali. I ain't know you had something.
I'm gonna be done. Okay, as you guys see here, we see some melanated men, and we see a white woman, and her breasts are out. This is actually a deity, a goddess that I don't know if she's interpreting, right? And we see these melanated men in shock and awe. These men are actually called the Minoans, Minoan. Okay, and the Minoans are actually the ones that are the ones that were the progenitors of the Greeks. They're the ones that established the Greeks. So when everybody want to talk to me about Japheth being white, when you look at the Minoans, who are the ones that established the Greece? They're the ones they were the progenitors of Greece. If you look at them, they are melanated.
And I'm glad you bring it out because I said that about the Greeks and the Romans was originally dark-skinned people too before Alexander and them conquered them.
Right,
you go back and look at the ancient photos.
That's right. So when people want to talk
Right.
about people being melanated in Africa, no, they're melanated everywhere. We showcase the Amarukan, the
Esau
Minoans.
whited his seed, mixing
Yes,
with
he
the
did.
Horites and Canaanites.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and stop. All right, shalom to you,
Right.
Elder Apostle.
Yeah. Let me say, they tested the Ashkenazi. Their DNA is the closest to Canaanites today. The Ashkenazi. How did that happen? Esau mixed his seed. The Horites were troglodytes, cave dwellers. He had 50 wives, or the Horite people. 50. 50. We ain't just talking about 2 wives of the Canaanites or 2 wives of the Ishmaelites or the Ammonites. Man, we talking 50 he took to himself.
Hey, excuse me 1 second. Is that your screen, King K. Judah?
Yeah, K. Judah sharing something.
Let him go ahead and get that out, then I'll let you in, Apostle. Real quick before you get it out. When that guy come back on, because I'm gonna have to run. I'm still on the plantation, Sham. I gotta take care of some business, some shit that came up. But if he does come back on, please ask him. Then how in the hell he say he is Israelite? He talking about everybody black. Where in the hell he come from? But go ahead,
No. I was just bagging up Naphtali. If you can look at the picture, the guy said that Ruddy is red rosy. Look at the brother down here. You see the redness in his face? It don't necessarily mean light-skinned people. It don't necessarily, like this brother down here is red rosy. The brother in the middle, red rosy. And this brother over here just a little lighter than these two. So ruddy don't necessarily mean like always light-skinned. So when they hear about David being ruddy or Esau being ruddy, they necessarily run to the fact that he's either a white man, or you see what I'm saying? Like ruddy don't necessarily mean you white or you light-skinned. This is ruddy right here where my cursor moving at.
Right.
The brother in the middle is ruddy.
Or ruddy horse.
Right. Thank you. Facts. There you go, right there. A
ruddy
horse.
cow.
There you go. Facts.
A ruddy cow. And like I say though, it used ruddy for Adam. Adam means ruddy.
Yep.
It used ruddy for David, but for Esau, It
used
didn't
red.
use ruddy. It used red.
But
He
that's
was
only
red
in the
and
English.
carried, right.
But
He
that's
was
only in the
red.
English.
That's what the word Edom means.
Right.
Red.
Right.
But in the
And it's
Hebrew, it say
only
ruddy.
It doesn't mean
right.
Adam.
It's the same thing.
Was ruddy brown. He
Right.
was a copper color.
Yeah, Esau was black. That's why I said if you go into the Hebrew and you want to right, if you want to stick to the language, you feel me? You will not say Esau is a white man sticking to the language. It's going to say the same thing it says about Adam, King David, and it's going to say Adam, and it's going to say ruddy or red in English. But if you're going off the Hebrew, you would consider Esau, the original Edomites. Like I said, I don't care what nobody say. He is a black Negro. That's what I believe.
He was a black man.
I don't care what nobody say.
His seed wax white, but I just leave it at that.
He spoiled the seed, but I don't care what nobody say. Esau was originally came out black. I think he was just a Negro that had a red. He was a Negro with red hair all over his body. He was a red hairy man. But because like I said, black people produce red hair. I got it in my family. So
we got 106 people in the chat. I mean, and watching, probably more than, I know it's more than that. Every time we get over 100, it's way more than that watching. So please hit the like button, whether you agree or disagree, but obviously you're here watching. You know, or if you don't want to hit the like button, hit the dislike button. Just hit either one, no matter to me. Just hit it, because we want people to come see it.
Whatever you do, people, please read for yourself. Please, people. If I can't tell you nothing else, man,
Judah, that was some powerful information. Man. I'm not cutting you off, but that was just agreeing. That was some powerful information you brought out.
Please
about
read.
To see Judah Nazareth and all them saying that, they had killed their son. First of all, they must don't know the voice of the Most High, because he would never ask us to do something. A human sacrifice he desire not.
Talk to him.
As a matter of fact,
that's right.
He desire obedience over sacrifice.
Over sacrifice. Talk that talk.
Yes, sir. So all of them that said the kids are out of here, you're sick in your mind. Because not only there's spirits out here that will talk to you, you need to make sure what spirit is talking to you.
Right. Right, Elder. Facts. Facts.
When you can't make your mind up about who you're marrying to, when you're marrying, well, okay, sometimes you can be confused, whether it's the Lord or not.
Hey, Elder Apostle, did you see the interview from the beginning of the brother who?
Nah, I missed the interview. I just caught y'all, man.
Man, you got to go back and see the interview, and we showing a guy who did the research on them Puerto Rican stones, the archaeologist, and he was talking about how like he trying to stay out of it because he knows it's a controversial topic, and how them brothers want him to try to make it as if they real and they are the Ephraimites, but him himself don't believe in himself.
Right.
But like that, he don't believe it.
I'm sorry, Shane.
I'm gonna go back and check it.
Apostle,
I wanted.
Hold on. Apostle, you called me. I got to hit you back, man. I just been busy. I hit you up tomorrow. Most I will.
Yeah, I found that video, man, about the most inbred family in the United States. They're in West Virginia.
Oh yeah, I forgot, Apostle. You left that message. I meant to call you back because I'll be working long shifts.
It's called the Whitakers. You got 3 of them. You got one dude that barks.
Send him to. Hey, look, hold on, Apostle. Don't give up all the info. Send it to us tomorrow. send it to us tomorrow so we can look at it and go into it. All right, I'll call you tomorrow.
Hey, Shar Sham.
Yeah.
You want to deal with the person called Blackboard? Dude saying Esau is black, is a black man. He laughing. See, that's what I'm saying. People, just read for yourself, family. People gonna make mockery. People gonna laugh. They're gonna scoff. But it's something about that link.
He don't even read the language, K. Judah.
You feel me? Because if you stand on what you stand on, you're laughing and something is funny. Well, come hit the link and edify us on what we don't know. See, I don't be understanding it. edify us. Since it's funny, show us that he wasn't a black man.
Hey, King Judas, tell me, watch this. This. How come his DNA is different from ours now? If he's Esau. Second, like Nephtali, go into who he made it with, and how in the hell they all these different so-called, and it's all white people ain't the same.
No, they not. And look, let me hit y'all with this real quick. Let me tell y'all this real quick. I meant to bring this up earlier, but I forgot. But now, since y'all bringing this up, man, listen to this, right? I was at work today, and I had came out the bathroom, and there was 3 doctors standing in the hallway, right? One of them was like, I don't know if he was Hispanic or Mexican, and there was another doctor taller than him on the side. I know they was all the same ethnic group, and it was a female, right? And I'm gonna tell y'all, I was like, this had to be of the Most High. They was having a conversation about Geno, bloodlines, and all this stuff, right? And I just happened to catch it. And the little doctor was telling a taller doctor and a doctor female, this is what he was saying, because they was doing a surgery or whatever. And whatever happened with the surgery or whatever was going on. But this is what the doctor told the other doctors. He said, well, we could really never know and never tell, because this is what he was told them, our blood is all mixed up. We have so much stuff in us, we could never really explain certain things. And I said, what? What? I said, hold on. I was like, I said, the Most High just slapped me with that. Like, I said, huh? Wait a minute. Like, it froze me up. And he was saying something about other people who did not have mixed up blood. And I kept walking because I didn't want to be like, I can't be ear hustling around doctors because they be looking at me. And then I don't be like,
I'd be like, man, what you say?
No, you can't. Well, Qanath, you for one, you don't want to be rude, and then doctors can get you fired easy. So I said because I don't know them, so I didn't want to. I had to say I got to keep it moving, but Lord knows, man, if I could have like just tripped or fell or grabbed something and just act like I had something to do near and just kept in hustling, I would have. But I thought it was funny, brother, that they were saying that, and it was like the Most High was showing me like they know, and they probably would think a lot of black people don't even understand what they're talking about when it comes to DNA and blood being mixed up. That's why when these guys be talking this stupid stuff about we all mixed up, be saying y'all brothers are unintelligent and you're dumb. It's impossible that all of us can be mixed up, because you got to remember, you can't even mix blood types. You'll get a disease and die. If you O positive, you can't mix your blood with O negative. So when they be talking about we all mixed up and we all got this stuff in our blood, no, we don't. Oh, we don't, brother. We all are not mixed up. And that even proved it today on what them doctors was talking about. Because I thought it was crazy.
They're going against the scriptures when they say that, because the Most High, he already talks about first, second, third generation. He said this for a reason. So if you're going against the scripture, you're saying everybody's mixed. That's going against the scripture.
Well, no, if they don't even understand that, brother. They don't even understand that. But that's all I want to say.
Hey, Sham, I work with an Albanian, my partner. Been knowing him over 15 years, and he told me what you said. You remember that movie Behind Enemy Lines?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was his people.
That's my joint.
They hate the Serbians. Right. Albanians and Serbians hate each other, and they got the same skin complexion, showing you they are not all the same people.
Right. I think one of them is Muslims and the other one is Christians too. I'm not
there
sure.
You go. There you Apostle, he's a Muslim at my job. Yes, he's a Muslim.
And Apostle, see, and like I said, the lady from the Wales, she told me, she was like, yes, all white people are not the same. We're very different and we're very racist towards each other, but you'll never see it nationally publicized. She told me that. And that's why I was like, I don't care what none of these Negroes say, oh, Esau is a white man and all of them. No, they not. The woman told me, and she's married to a black man. And she's a smart, intelligent woman. She told me, she was like, listen, because we was talking about the Queen of England and all the stuff over there. She was talking about how they all believe that the royal family set up Princess Diana get killed, and they was mad because somebody married into the family that had some Negro or black people in their bloodline, and they didn't want the person to marry into their family because they like to keep their bloodline pure and all this other stuff. Now, why would she be saying this to me?
Right.
That's what I be trying to tell people, right? Like, y'all don't know the people that I ran into in my life and around the world. It's not a coincidence that the Most High let me talk to these people, and they start talking about their bloodline. And why is she talking about they want to keep their bloodline pure? Think about it. But when I talk about us keeping our bloodline pure, they want to talk about we all mixed up.
The strongest racism I've ever seen in my life is a white man against another white man. And I'm going to explain why. Because they will fight to the death against each other. Because both of them coming from that same position. And they're going to argue from that same position. Whereas a black person will not argue with a white man, pointing out the white man's racism. For most black people, just accept it and move on. They won't fight for their job. But you get two white politicians, they will dog each other. If they're opposing each other, they'll show you to the extreme of how racism really is. Because they will use it against each other. Let it be a Democrat and a Republican. See to the death. Right now in West Virginia, the same place, you got the people over there, the average income is $25,000. Most of the people live on government assistance. But you know who they vote for? Trump. The man that's providing them the government assistance, Biden, they can't stand him. They can't stand him. But they love Trump. It's Trump's country. And they ignorant as hell. They got no reasoning inside of them. The fact that Trump was just found guilty, they saying that that's racism against Trump. That's racism against Trump. Because Trump is for the black man. He said it. What you got to lose, black folk? When the truth is, none of them are for us. They're for themselves, right? That's what politicians is all about. It's about a salary. It's about a job. You're getting paid for doing very little, and you're getting paid very well to do very little. But we think they're doing something for us.
Well, I agree, man, but I'm not into politics. I'm not affiliated with no political party. Right. I'm Democratic nor Republican. Me and my wife, we don't vote. We don't do none of that.
Right.
So
agree. I don't know. I
think the last. We're independent over here, so we don't have either.
That's all on my license and all that. Like when I went there, we had to do our license and all that stuff.
Yeah,
it's all on there. My stuff is public record. I'm non-affiliated with any political party, nor Democrat, nor Republican. I don't believe in none of that. It's all on there. That's why I did it that way.
Right. Hey, Sham. I was dumbfounded and voted for Barack Obama, thinking that.
I voted for Barack Obama too. At that time,
I think everybody did. I wasn't in the knowledge of the truth at that time. What you say, K. Judah?
No. I was going to ask you when you get a chance. I want to read something because it's better to read it than just say it. But when go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Okay. Go ahead. Okay. Y'all know that people always talking about God told Abraham to sacrifice his son, right? Let's just go ahead and, like we say in Houston, Texas, let's go and knock these doors down, knocking doors down. So this is Hebrews chapter 11, verse 17. It say, by faith, Abraham, when he was tried, offered up Isaac. And he that had received the promise offered up his only begotten son, of whom it was said, that in Isaac should thy seed be called, accounting that Yah was able to raise him up even from the dead, from whence also he received him in a figure. If you go look up the word figure, it's going to tell you allegory.
Right, tight.
Was Isaac raised up from the dead, people? Who is the seed that Isaac is representing? Because when Isaac asked Abraham, my father, I see the wood. Where's the lamb? Or where's the sacrifice? He said, God gonna prepare himself a lamb. That's why Christ say Abraham saw my day and he was glad.
Yeah.
Isaac wasn't a lamb. So when he say in thy seed, who is the seed that Isaac represent? This is Galatians chapter 3 and verse 15. Brethren, I speak after the manner of men, though it be but a man's covenant. Yet if it be confirmed, when was this covenant confirmed, people? Daniel chapter 9, verse 27. I will confirm a covenant with many for 1 week. Because a lot of people don't know that Yahshua was supposed to teach for 7 years, but was cut off in the midst of his teachings.
Right.
That's why it say he died in the midst of the weeks. Because he was, that's why the covenant represents 7 years.
Right.
1 week is 7 years. Just like when God told Laban told Jacob, fulfill her week. He was talking about 7 years, people.
Right.
Okay, it say, brethren, I speak after the manner of men, though it be but a man's covenant. Yet if it be confirmed, no man disannul it or added down to. Now to Abraham and his seed was the promises made. He said, not as to seeds as of many, but as of one, and to thy seed, which is Christ. So Isaac was a allegorical expression of Yahshua. He didn't really want Abraham to sacrifice his son. He was showing Abraham, what you doing is what I'm about to do with my son.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. Right. And people say that God tested Abraham, like God wanted to see if God knew what Abraham was going to do.
Talk to him.
It wasn't God that needed to test Abraham. God was showing Abraham that you can trust me. I'm true to my word.
Right.
I told you I will raise a multitude from that seed. I will raise up a multitude of people. He's just not going to be the father of one. He's going to be the father of many. 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 That's including all 12 tribes.
Talk to him.
That's including all 12 tribes. The lesson was for Abraham. The lesson is for us. That you can do what you did. Read it and comprehend it and understand, right? Today, what God meant when he first spoke to Abraham. It's for our moderation. It's for our enlightenment. It's for our edification. That's why the word is sustained. And the only way we understand that is through the Holy Spirit, our teacher. Just like he told Peter, flesh and blood did not reveal that to you, Peter. But my Father, which is in heaven, reveal what? That I am the Christ, the Son of the living God. And upon this rock, what rock? Christ, not Peter, Christ. He's the chief cornerstone. There is no foundation outside of Christ, whereas we can build. How dare the Catholic Church say Peter is the foundation? A man? No. And Peter was magnificent. Better man than me. Better man than me. I couldn't do what Peter did. Why? Because it was put in Peter to do what Peter did. It's put into me to do what I'm doing. It's put into you what you are doing. Right? Which each of us are doing today. The Most High put that in you. When? Before the foundations of the world. As he told Jeremiah, I knew you before I formed you in the belly of your mother. I called you to be a prophet unto Israel. Man, people don't know, man, how powerful this book is.
Yep.
And what it's doing for us today. Because of that 3.5 years, time had to be shortened. Because if it would have took the whole 7 years, no flesh would have been saved. According to what is it, Ephesians or Galatians, where it says that God had to shorten the time to save the very elect.
Oh yeah, Matthew 24.
Is that Matthew 24? Okay.
Yeah, Matthew 24.
Yeah. That God had to shorten the day in order to save the elect. Because if he didn't, even the elect would be lost. Because that time is going to be a time like never before.
Never before. Facts.
You know, we're talking about Jacob's troubles, man.
And Apostle, that's why when he was cut off in the midst of the week, and that 3.5 years that he taught, the other 3.5 years would be complete when he bring us into the wilderness, according to Ezekiel chapter 20, 32 to 38.
That's right.
He's going to plead with you face to face, which will complete the week.
That's right. As a matter of fact, man, the Lord give it back to me. Don't let it slip my mind. As a matter of fact, God, it just slipped my mind. Can't repeat what you just said, man.
Yeah. When you read Daniel's chapter, when you read Daniel's chapter 9:27, it say that he confirmed the covenant, right? But then it say it was cut off in the midst of the weeks. When you read Ezekiel chapter 20, 32 to 38, when he said, "I'm gonna bring it,"
King Judah.
Okay.
That's why Good Friday is a lie. He was cut off after Passover.
After Passover, facts.
Passover was Wednesday. He was cut off in the midweek.
And if you look up Wednesday, it say middle of the week.
Middle of the week. That's right. He celebrated Passover and was in the garden praying as it began to dawn. And that's when they took him. So they crucified him that Thursday. He rests Thursday night.
Talk to him.
Friday morning, Friday night.
Talk to him.
Saturday morning, Saturday night, and sometime prior to Sunday. Between Saturday night and Sunday. I don't know when it was, but I know he got up.
And it was still dark outside too. Yep, it was still dark.
It was still dark when they went up there.
Yep.
It was still dark. I don't know what they were expecting to see because they didn't have nobody the wrong way to stone. But they went anyhow. Right? Man.
Because if he died on Good Friday, Apostle, and rose on Sunday, he not the Messiah.
No. You can't get 3 days and 3 nights.
Can't get 3 days and 3 nights on Friday and Sunday. That's a day and a half.
That's right. And that was an allegory. Because he said as Jonah was in the belly of the fish 3 days and 3 nights, so shall the Son of Man be in the belly of the earth.
Absolutely. Facts.
And God did not see his son body to corruption. He raised it up.
He said that in the book of
So God
Psalms.
didn't even suffer his own son.
He said that.
He said that. He didn't suffer his own son to die. I mean, he died, but he raised him up. He didn't need him. He didn't see corruption.
So he saw no corruption.
That's right. None. Why?
Yeah.
Because there was no sin or guile in him.
You know, a human body see corruption less than 24 hours.
You better believe it.
Because your organs, they the first thing to go, your insides. That's why they take them out. But that's why in scriptures we were supposed to be buried within, before sunset or sunrise, depending on when you pass.
Right.
To put you into the ground because your body automatically starts breaking down and your organs, and you see corruption.
And
so that's why
that's the way I want you brothers, man. I talk to Qanath. That's the way I want y'all to do it, man. Don't label my body out here no 3 weeks. If you ain't here, if my family can't make it within that time, they don't make it. You can't embalm my body. I will not see it that way. And it's just a small pinhole.
Apostle. Yeah, I know. The brother who does the funerals, he frees the bodies. Tell her put the body in the freezer, and then then when you freeze the body, he said, then we'll have the funeral. The body is frozen. We got more than enough time to do the funeral, and then we put the body into the ground.
Exactly. Right.
So, but that's how I'm getting done. I told my wife when I go, I don't want to be I don't even want no Strand-Gavick funeral. I just, like I say, when I go, just like my grandfather went, because I feel like that's the Most High. I got the same name as my grandfather. He was a Muslim, and when I went to his funeral, his body was he had a celestial burial. He was his whole body was just oiled down and wrapped in a sheet and mummified, put in the dirt with a piece of plastic over top of it, like a tomb style in the dirt with he didn't have no coffin or anything like that. So his body just went back to the earth where it belonged. It was wrapped, mummified in white sheets, like a linen sheets. Yeah.
Right.
But I feel like, that's a respectful way to go. I'd rather be buried like that than I don't want to be in a suit and tie and all that crap that they do, because that ain't our culture, wearing suits and ties and all that crap.
Right.
Even the Messiah was wrapped in gauze and stuff and had his wounds clean and put in the tomb. But that's how we should go, though, not to all this stupid stuff with a bunch of birds and a million flowers and wasting all that money. No, I don't want that crap.
And Shar Sham, it's to bag up what you said. This is John chapter 11 and verse 39. Yahshua said, "Take ye away the stone." Martha, the sister of him that was dead, said unto him, "Lord, by this time he stinketh, for he have been dead 4 days." So this is what the Most High did not allow Yahshua to go through, the decompose of the body. 3 days and 3 nights, boom, the Father raised his son up. So the Bible is a true book, but if we get into the wrong hands, it can make it look like a terrible book. It can make it look like the Most High is a terrible power, a murderous power who sacrificed kids. That's not true. When you get the right understanding, you see these things is true. They call our power a power who's a power of war. He just go around killing people. But when you ask them, give me one scripture where he ever displayed that, guess who they run to? Amalek. But they never go to Deuteronomy 25 and tell you, what did Amalek do to receive that harsh punishment? When Israel came out of Egypt, Amalek smote the elders and the hind part of the children of Israel when they was weary and broken down. See, they don't tell you that. So for that, Yah said, Moses, write this down in the book. I'm going to war with Amalek from year to year. So by the time you get to Saul, they bought that on themselves, family, and on their children. Casualties of war. But when we casualties of war, nobody don't say nothing. Nobody say nothing.
Right.
And Apostle, as far as the embalming stuff, I don't believe that was in our culture. I never found none of that.
It wasn't.
I know it's in scripture with Jacob and our forefather Jacob and Joseph.
That's because
but that was ancient Egypt practices. I never saw that in Israelite customs, and you won't find that in Torah or any other scriptures nowhere else. But any other Hebrews,
we left that custom behind us in Egypt. We did not walk out of there.
I don't think we was doing that in Egypt either, though. I don't think we was burying our own people and embalming them, because, like I said,
and Jacob,
right? Because it's not in Torah nowhere. It's not in law saying the dead do this, or what I mean. Like I said, if we was supposed to embalm, wouldn't we find that in law somewhere saying embalm our body with this or whatever? I know brothers try to say, well, they in the book of Adam and Eve. I heard GOC was trying to teach something about they was Adam and Eve talking about they embalm their body with some type of sweet spice or something. But I don't know. I never read that in Torah nowhere where we were supposed to embalm ourselves and like take all the blood out your body and stuff like that, like how they be doing. And because you know the scripture says the blood is the life. So when you kill an animal, the scripture says we supposed to cover the dirt with the blood. You say I'm saying because the blood is the life. So why would the Most High want us to drain all the blood, out of the human body?
Right. When Abel's blood spilled onto the ground, that disturbed the Most High.
Right. And that's why I think that's why. Right. And I think that's why when we kill an animal, the Most High said we must cover it with the dirt. Remember? Because obviously it is the blood is the life. That's why we ain't supposed to eat blood. So there's a lot with it. But
right. Yeah. I agree 100%. And I'm not saying that Adam and Eve were stupid, but I don't know if they would know how to drain the body out.
Right.
I don't think they would have known how to do that.
Right.
And
that just goes to back of what Apostle said about the sacrificing of people or children. If the life is in the blood, why would Yah allow us to sacrifice our children? That's why he put the animals in place of the human. You see what I'm saying? He put the animals in place of man because the life is in the blood. He's not going to tell us sacrifice your children. But see, they already know where they're going to go. You have to know where they're going to go. They're going to say, but what about when he said, all the firstborn sacrifice to me out of the matrix? Yeah, but he's not telling you to sacrifice them and shed their blood, though. No. Everything belongs to y'all, the first part of all. Even your crops. Even your crops. Everything.
Right.
Not kill your babies. Like, come on, man. What kind of power
I gave both of them boys, them two sons of mine, when they were babies, I gave them all back to God.
My mama did the same thing, Apostle. She said, when you get a certain age, I gave you back to the Most High. She said, now you just got to remember what you was taught. Yeah. And I tell my kids the same thing. Everything you was taught from the scripture is on you to remember.
I was a Christian. I did what I knew. Yeah. That's the only thing I could do. Right? Absolutely. Because that's what I was when they were kids. My oldest is 45 and my youngest is 26. Mm-hmm. So I wasn't in the truth when neither one of these kids were born.
Right.
But that youngest one is in the truth. And the Most High told me when he was born that he was a prophet. And I didn't understand how because he didn't want to have nothing to do with Christianity. But when he saw me reading that Tanakh, he said, Pop, what's that? I said, this is a Hebrew Bible, the Tanakh. He said, let me see it. And I handed it to him. He said, you're going to have to buy you another one. He called himself Nabai, the prophet, Nabai. Yahawashi. That's his name. So he's in the truth. Now, my oldest son, he ain't a Christian or, he don't know because I didn't raise him like that.
Right. I got you.
Yeah, I didn't raise him like that. I separated from his mom's when he was 10 years old. So, they got different moms. One mom is light skinned, the other mom is dark skinned. Because I like dark skinned women and I like light skinned women. I can't help it.
Shar Sham, Tim got a question. He said, let me see. Who did Yah tell Israel to prepare slaughter for? Whose children? And we going to Psalms 137.
Yeah. Yeah. That was for Edom, prepare slaughter for his children. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. For stealing his land?
For having that perpetual hatred for his brother.
Yeah. And stealing the land, right?
That was for judgment. Yep. That was right. Yeah, that's the future judgment. That was pretty much talking about.
Ezekiel 35, 36,
when he 37. When he bring recompense on Edom. Swerdy, what's going on, Doc?
What's good, Swerdy?
Hey, Shalom. What's going on, family? How y'all doing today?
How you doing, my brother?
Hey, man, King Judah, that cover of that book that I sent you on Facebook, man, I've been stuck in that thing. Something crucial.
Already, my brother. What's
So
the? Hey,
there's this
I gotta
book.
go back and look at the name again so I can get it because I like getting the books y'all tell me to that y'all reading because I like to read.
It'll snatch your mind,
Okay.
family. There's this book. It's called The Hebrew Heritage of Our West African
Right.
Ancestors,
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
and our brother Rudolph R. Windsor, and then there's another Jewish man named Stephen Jacobs. And there are a lot of very prestigious anthropologists that are a part of this book. There's a gentleman by the name of Dr. Williams that's also a part of this book. And they've come to the conclusion that African Americans are, in fact, descendants of ancient Israelites. And they just talk about the different West African tribes that a lot of us came from, that had practices that you see in the Levitical priesthood, that had practices that you see throughout the book of Kings, that you see throughout the entire Bible, actually. And some of the names of some of the black people that used to live in the Levant, I've never even heard of before. So, as far as doing an exhaustive research of the book, of the scholars, seeing if I can get a bio on Dr. Williams. Obviously, I'm going to do some work on Rudolph R. Windsor and Stephen Jacobs, the Jewish professor. But it really, really required me to really take my time, read the book, see what people is describing that was ran out of the Levant by a lot of Ottoman Turks and a lot of those invaders of the Levant. And it's just mind blowing how many anthropologists are coming together in this book to talk about us being the ancient Israelites of the Bible, which, we know Vladimir Putin recently opened up the vote and showed the world our ancient driver's license. And it just seems like no matter how much they try to suppress the truth of us being the children of the promise, the Most High just allows it to come all the way full circle every time they try to hide it.
Facts, brother. That's facts. That's the truth right there. Yo, Swerve, that's good, man. Just keep seeking that knowledge, my brother, because every time I see you, boy, you bringing some different knowledge all the time. And thank you for sending me that book, because you might don't know it, but every time Shar Sham send me a book, a Hebrew or this and that, I just bought me a Hebrew Tanakh, the Hebrew Tanakh. So I've been looking over that, and then I just be buying different books. So yeah, thank you for sending me that, because I like to read our history, man. Because like I tell people, the first thing I wanted to do when I came into the truth after I learned from my elders is I say, man, I need to master the 66 first. Once you master that, anything else, even if you read the Apocrypha, Jubilees, it would become much easier to connect dots when you master the 66 first. If you just start trying to like read all these different books, man, you're going to confuse yourself. So master one thing first, and then when you get to dealing with other books outside the Bible and history, man, it's going to be so easy to connect the dots, bro. Easy.
Man,
No doubt.
K.
Hey,
Judah.
real quick, Swart, the Most High bless you, my dear brother.
Hey, shalom, Elder Qanath. Most
No
High bless.
doubt.
What's going on with you, Elder?
Hey, you sent me the info on that book that you were just talking about. I thought you were gonna come on do like a little commentary on it. When you think you're ready to do that?
I do want to do a commentary on it, but there are some ancient people that I've never ever heard of in all of my research of the Bible, of the Levant. So that work by Rudolph R. Windsor and that Jewish professor Stephen Jacobs, it requires an exhaustive amount of research, because there are some families, some black families in the
Right. You did
Levant
say
that I've
4 months.
never ever heard of.
Right. Yeah, you said 4 months. I forgot. 4 weeks. My wife just married. Yeah.
But I think I would probably be ready to do it, Elder Qanath. Live for Reginald. All right, thank you. I think I would probably be ready to do it, Elder Qanath. Maybe if you can give me about 60 days, because there's a lot of research I have to do as far as, being very scholarly and showing the sources of Rudolph R. Windsor, giving his bio. Because a lot of times we don't get the credit for the scholarship that Israelites bring to the table. Unfortunately, a lot of our Kemetic brothers and sisters don't like to acknowledge the very scholarly work that comes from the Hebrew Israelite community. They try to make it seem like we don't match history with the Bible and with sources and with outside sources of the biblical narrative. So I just wanted to make sure to represent us in the most regal and prestigious way when I present that information.
Oh, no doubt. And look at it this way. When we talk about the so-called conscious community, the real conscious community is the Israelites. We awake. We the one that's conscious. They still unconscious. And it's I only know one so-called conscious channel, black channel, that claims that false doctrine. That's Sarnetta. we all over the world. So we awake. You know, what they talk about is nothing. So I mean, they're nothing and less than nothing on nothing. Some of the
And we
information
are
they
in the
bring out.
motherland. We do have colonies and provinces in Africa to this day, even as we had before the 1400s. So you even have evidence of Israelites leaving America and establishing relationships with brothers and sisters in Africa. And unfortunately, our Kemetic brothers and sisters haven't even set up a tent outside of Cairo. So we waiting on them.
Sound like the Owaspy guys. Never been to a Owaspy church. Say
Man, Elder Qanath, they go up in there, they might not come back. They better stay away from that.
man. You know what? Hey, watch this, y'all, and then I'm out of here because I gotta go. Qanath, you brought them to the stage. Yeah, I brought them to the stage, right? And I brought them to the stage hoping that it would wake them up, but also destroy what they was talking about. Because I noticed a lot of people starting to try to follow them, and we've been destroyed it. And then JJ and the rest of them, you know, just nailed the coffin. You know, so that was beautiful, man. Y'all to pray for Malachi Maccabees, man, because he is, my dear brother, is gone believing that stuff. And if you want to talk about the Bible, he need to get rid of his name, Malachi Maccabees. That comes out the book.
That's
he need to get a Waspy name.
Cause that crap he talking about, Moses took a spaceship to hell to recruit Pharaoh, giving him a new name so that he could appease for his wrong that he did to Israel. That was amazing.
And the Most High gave Moses a chariot. He went down into hell and came back with Pharaoh and renamed him. I'm like, why is this guy talking like this?
He trying to act like Cosme and Cal. And
He's been,
they all got
Moses
the
was
same.
dead for 20, 30, 200 years and came back and breathed life into Pharaoh. Yeah. Man, come on, stop it, bro.
You know, the reading of many books, but never coming to the knowledge of the truth. It's just really sad because that brother is a very intelligent and very learned and scholarly brother. You know, not to show any favoritism or take away from the brilliance that he has, but it's sad that he's gone that direction.
Right. I mean, how can you go from the true book of knowledge and understanding and truth to something like that was written 200 years ago? And the first copy evidently wasn't good enough because 2 years later they wrote a new copy.
Hey,
so you broke up. I didn't hear you.
So about past.
Q, go out and come back in.
Yeah, you breaking up. JT, what's up, man?
Chilling. I think Malachi Maccabees, man, the spirit of Satan is on him, man, because he knew the truth. How you gonna go from knowing the truth to going into darkness, man? You understand?
Yeah, man. I don't understand it, man.
Listen, certain people say things because they want to be seen of men. I ain't doing none of this. I ain't saying nothing that ain't coming from the scriptures. You understand? Prophecy, all the prophecies in the scriptures gonna come to pass. Now I'm gonna say this: when the Messiah come back, a certain people gonna have to be ruling this earth for him to overthrow this earth and this kingdom. Now, some people don't believe Esau, the white man, and all that shit on this panel, but I'm gonna say this on this point: it don't matter if the white man is Esau. All nations gonna get their ass kicked by the Most High. They all gonna be judged, just like he judged us. He gonna judge everybody else. Same damn way. They don't matter.
They're gonna
doesn't matter if the white man ain't Esau. Can I say this quick? Yeah. What these people have done, he have to judge their ass. You understand? They have written the true word of the Most High and made it into a lie. They done took on the characteristics of the people and stole their identity. You don't think he gonna judge them for that? You don't think he gonna judge them for all the crimes they committed against us and this earth? We need to stop bullshitting. I'm just one more. We need to stop bullshitting around, bro. I'm looking at prophecy taking place every damn day. I don't know what the hell everybody else looking at, but I'm looking at it. And prophecy fit one people right now, whether anybody else on this panel believe it or not. It fits one people. So I'm gonna just say it like this: he gonna have to straighten all the bullshit out with everybody, because we need to stop this shit, bro. Go ahead.
You know why a lot of people don't want to deal with the Bible? Because the truth hurts, JT.
Well,
the Bible is a book of getting through the bones and marrow. So
yeah, that's right.
You see our people run into other books, but then they condemn this book. But this book is the one that can actually renew you and create a new man in you, a new woman in you. But the truth hurts.
This book gives you hope too.
I'm trying to tell you. It gives you hope. It gives you life. It changes your way of thinking. Because when God talk about the heart, he talking about your mind, man. You eat more with your mind than your mouth. He ain't talking about your blood pump. He's talking about your mind.
Right.
So our people, the Bible is a double-edged sword for real. It get through the bones and marrow, and the truth hurt. That's why our people don't want to deal with the book, because when they read it, it's talking about all of us. It convicts us and make us have to make changes in our lives, man. And most people don't want to change.
No.
Well, change comes over time. It's a process, man.
It's a process.
What I'm trying to say is this: don't give your birthright or covenant to all nations, because he made a covenant with Israel and Israel only. I'm sorry to tell you, nation, but it's the truth.
It is.
He didn't make a covenant with all the nations, but he made that with one people, and that's how it's going to remain to the end of this kingdom. Period. Point blank.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And one more. When you look at the state of us as a people and the state of all other nations is sucking up all the glory and benefits that we have given this society here. They benefit enough. We don't benefit off of a damn thing. Our people here in America laid down the groundwork for what you call America and don't profit nothing. You understand? Not a damn thing. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna say this too. I ain't saying nobody on this panel here ain't the tribe they claiming, but I got actual blood that actually come from an area in this earth where that tribe was. My granddaddy comes from an area on this earth where the tribe of Judah was from. That's in Portugal and Spain. My grandfather came to America with that oral tradition, and he taught that to my father and his brothers and sisters. That's why I knew I was an Israelite basically since I was born.
That's awesome.
Go ahead.
No. I said that's awesome.
I'm just speaking for me. No disrespect to nobody on the panel. I'm just speaking for me.
No. Hey, JT, you're right. Because I don't know. Hey, that's why I say that's awesome. You was taught that from a little boy. Most of us don't know what tribe we come from. But the fact that it was passed down to you from a child, man, that's awesome. That's awesome, bro.
Yep. Because I was talking, Swerve, you still there? Sorry to cut you off, Judah. Swerve, you there?
Yeah, I'm right here. Thank you so much.
Now, tell them about the information you've been giving me on this, bro.
Hey, me and Qanath was talking about it when I had came on Sinetta TV and talked about how there is a political family, a Caucasian political family that ruled in just certain parts of Europe during the 1800s. And they were very displeased that their daughter was dating what they described as a swarthy son of Judah, and they called him. I don't want you, JT. We love you, but
you know I don't get mad. Just say what needs to be said.
The white man, he was telling the truth about who he was, but he was kind of.
Where was this at? Tell our people where this was at and what year frame that it was at.
It was in Spain. It was around. It was in the 1800s.
Portugal. It was actually.
I think it was Portugal, because his grandmother called him a nameless black Portuguese Jew and a greasy adventurer. And the guy whose daughter was dating the black man from the tribe of Judah called him a greasy Jew boy. So the white man, he was telling the truth about who he was, but he was talking a little tough while he was doing it. And this is from a powerful political family
Now,
that
what
ruled in Portugal
time
at that
frame
time.
year this was, Swerve?
It was anywhere from the mid 1800s to the late 1800s. It
Can I
wasn't
say
early
something?
1800s.
Now, that's the time frame of two of my grandfathers, either my great grandfather or my grandfather, because my grandfather and great grandfather were both born in the 1800s. Maybe my grandfather's father's father was born like in the 1880s, and my great grandfather might have been born in the 1860s. So this time frame that Swervy's talking about is either one of them two were on this earth alive.
Hey, Salakia, real quick, JT, the brother in the chat that's talking about the Black Samurai, right? I had a chance to buy that book at Barnes and Nobles. I'm hoping it's still there. I got to get the book and read about that brother. But we got a couple brothers on TikTok that did some powerful videos about not just that brother, but it was a clan of Black Samurai that used to go through Japan, man, causing havoc. And them dudes beasts.
All I want most of all for our people is to learn the truth and do yourself a favor. Stop following man. Period. That's one of the main things. Because if you follow man, which a lot of our people are doing with these camps, that's why you always gonna go off. Because you're gonna put more faith in the camp leader than the actual God you're supposed to serve. Because can I say this?
Yeah, go
because
ahead.
the camp leader do not dictate your outcome in life, whether you live or you die. So the man that holds the power of life in your hand, whether you live, stay on this earth, or you live on this earth, or remain on this earth, I think that's the person that you should have faith in and trust in his word and understanding and what he says and how he gonna direct you to real truth, not no man. Because who shall be afraid of a man that shall die? You understand? All of these camp leaders that run these camps, if the Lord really get tired of hearing their mouth and the lies they spew out, he could take them all off the scene at any given time. And I'm gonna say this too: he have to wake up our people that follow these camps, because as you can see, a lot of people on this panel know that the Israelite Church of God and Jesus Christ, do you really hear anything from them anymore? In 4 years since Tazadakia passed away, really you don't hear nothing. So what if the next on the Lord's list come up of a man that he should be tired of, he move his ass out the way? Then that organization gonna fall. Then work his way to the next one. He got to bring the faith. The faith got to be put in him and him only. Because one more, I'm gonna say this. How you gonna have faith in a man that don't have the power to deliver himself or you? Understand? I can't save nobody on the panel and nobody can save me. So I don't have no faith on no man on this panel, just like no man or woman should have faith in me. You understand? This is the problem with a lot of our people that follow these camps. And the people that you follow, I'm gonna keep it 100. They got the spirit of the devil. They come in an angel of life. You think they all good, but really behind the scenes, they're darkness. You understand? And they push forth lies. And you know what lies do to people? Lies destroy households, families, people. So let the Lord work out your own salvation. You're going to work out your own salvation. Let him control your salvation. You understand? And don't put your faith in no man. And I'm going to say this another thing. Everybody on this panel is an Israelite. But we're not Israelites based upon some chart that a devil created, who I know the man personally. You understand? And I tell any of them dudes, AREA was the devil. And some of them might like it, but so be it. You niggas is the devil as well. You understand? Because the only thing a lie is going to get you is death by the Almighty, man. So you got to stop playing with your soul, man. I don't preach. I'm not trying to preach no lies because I ain't trying to look for no fame. I don't want nobody putting me over the Most High. I ain't nobody, bro. Just a man. That's it. That's all I view myself is a man, and a man, that's it. You understand? Everybody on this panel is an Israelite, but we're not Israelites based upon a theory that a man created. We're Israelites based upon prophecy. That's it. Point blank, period. Next one speak. Apostle
Yeah,
K. Judah. Yeah. Apostle, you got something to add?
Nah, man, I was just listening, man. You spoke truth, man. You spoke truth. Can't add to that.
Well, and I'm falling asleep, so I'm going to go ahead and end this. So if y'all want to close out, whatever, we're in the show.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to hop on and say, what a great show. Thank you so much, Shar Sham, for bringing this information out to UK Judah. Shout out to you, Elder Apostle and Elder Jonathan and JT. And I'm out too, guys. You all, hey, check out my channel, Naphtali New School of Thought. I'm bringing in a new perspective. And just check it out and let's see how far we go with the information. But shalom, God bless you all.
All right.
Blessings, Nepali. Blessings, my sister.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I'm gonna say this, man. I came on tonight because I just wanted to remind y'all about that show about the most severe inbred family in America over there in West Virginia. Things going to shock you, man. Some things is going to amaze you.
Yo, Apostle, send me that video. I don't know if you send it.
Yeah. I'm gonna show it. I guess they're gonna set up some time. We're gonna show it over here.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, there's more than one video on this family. It's called, the Whitakers. WHITTAKERS. Whitakers. This family, man. And I'm gonna tell you, they ain't that stupid either, man, because they sure got the man for over 150 grand. They manipulated out of him. So I say only in white America, man.
Well, who running it?
Yeah. So, but it's going to amaze you. It's going to shock you. So, hopefully we get in there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that, Shar Sham, as soon as we can. I'm going to say good night to y'all, man. Enjoyed it, man. As always, y'all have a good Sabbath. Enjoy it. Salute to the Most High.
Yes, sir. You too.
All right. Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom, everybody. Stay safe wherever you are and try to walk in the faith.
That's right.
Shalom.
Shalom, Johnny.
Shalom, Elder.
Hey, family, I just want to say big salute to my brother, Shar Sham. I love my brother with the pure heart. Great information that you brought out this last night. And I just want to say this to Israel. If you don't do nothing else in this walk, don't put your salvation in the hands of a man or a woman. Fact check everything. Hold our feet to the fire. Whoever you listening to, hold their feet to the fire. Ask questions. Don't take nothing as face value. This your salvation. This your individual walk. So you have to make sure you study and read for yourself. Because it's a lot of deception, a lot of lies going on in this movement, and it's causing many to stumble, fall away, and go back into the world. So just read, family, and eat the book. Big salute, Shar Sham. Love you with the pure heart. F.O.P.E. family, ADUIT, and CUC family. Shalom.
All right. Big salute out. Most High bless. King Judah. Shalom, family. Most High bless. Thank y'all for tuning in. The whole F.O.P.E. family, CUC family. I love y'all with the pure heart. Like I said, shalom to my big brother, K. Judah. We still going to tear down that whole presentation that Cockroach did. This live wasn't even supposed to be that long, but y'all know how it be. Glad I can entertain y'all and give y'all some good information. Most High bless.
We not CUC, no, or F.O.P.E, no, or ADUIC, neither. They wanna be like us, you know you're not like us. You not HBG, UIUIC, UGOCC. No, you not like us. No, you not like us. All these camps be talking about nothing. Why is they frontin'? They never follow commandments, they jump to assumptions. We spinning facts and they run. They wanna be like us. You not HBG. They wanna talk and debate. We already know you gon' lie in their face. Grown ass men be acting like women, and grown ass women be acting like men. Damn, you wanna be like Glorilla? We all know you never stick to a scripture. I'ma start calling y'all brother Nathan. You worshiping idols with Yahweh depictions. Whoever got ears, yeah, I let them hear it. You talking to God like you don't fear him. You better get burnt if you not serious. Proverbs 3:7, they must be delirious. Disrespecting the tribe like, is you fried? They want smoke like you the most high. Stay off the weed, clear your mind. Don't believe what they say, just believe in Yah. CUC, or F.O.P.E, or ADUIC, neither. They wanna be like us. You know you not like us. You not HBG. UIUIC. UGOCC. No, you not like us. Shout out to K. Judah. He the one keeping it real. Y'all run away from my daddy. You acting like he pulling up with a steel. He tryna feed y'all knowledge. You don't wanna eat. You don't want a meal. Y'all be Deuteronomy 28, 48. Y'all still in the field. Y'all be deceivers for real. How you gon' lie to your people and act like you keeping the truth concealed? It's about time that y'all wake up. I've been reading Ezekiel 1 through 3 for real. On the mic since 3 for real. Stop trying to be like us. We not CUC, or F.O.P.E, or ADUIC. Neither. They wanna be like us. You know you not like us. You not HBG. UIUIC. UGOCC. No, you not like